Friday. It is the 12th of July. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. As always, you are hosted by the best people. I am one of them, my own royalty.
Sorry, because the camera was... It's your girl, Just Dream, representing the black queens in the fitness scene. How you mean? How you rascal mean?
Okay, love it.
And they call me E-Man, pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
Always, man. It's standard. And Brent, are you in here?
I am blessed, highly favoured. Welcome
Wonderful.
back.
Thank you.
Back.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Why is it not coming up on my thing? I can't find it.
As in,
We're live
Twitter?
and it's not live.
Twitter?
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
It's because you changed the picture.
I thought you were going to say
Oh,
You know how usually, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, it's not that. Let me keep scrolling.
I was no, to be fair, I saw that and I thought, what in the...
Literally.
What did I subscribe to? I thought, whose channel is this? And okay, I
Oh,
looked.
okay.
Is
All
that,
right.
yeah, because it
Thumbnail.
looks like a...
Yeah, the thumbnail wasn't what I usually see, so
Yeah.
I scrolled past it basically.
Okay, fair
And
Looks
I
like a
kept
different
refreshing.
vibe.
I kept refreshing the button that said live. And I thought, is this a technical
Thinking
difficulty?
where?
Well,
Where is it?
if I get the topic of the day in enough time, which I have been getting, then I can change the picture to
Got
reflect
it.
the conversation that we'll be having. Yeah.
Sorry. Maggie said the divorce is off.
Where's
She said the family is back. The family's not back because Marcus is not here today.
Oh, he's not in today?
No, he's not in today. He ain't. But good morning, people. How are you guys doing before I tell you everyone my story?
I promised that we would tell them why there was no show yesterday.
You did.
Are we gonna lie? You're gonna
First
make
of
me
all, we
out to
as
be a
friends, I
liar?
just got back. And you know I love to lie, so that was not part of my situation.
You're gonna make me out to be a liar?
nope.
I appreciate that greatly.
All right. Yeah, I was just being a pops, man. Myself.
Amen.
Being a daddy. Present
man.
father. Fatherhood. That's what we like.
I love how we answered the call, to be honest. As in to be a father, not actual the physical call. Like he just
Oh, I
dropped
get it, I get it.
everything. Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah, he just dropped everything.
That's
Fatherhood,
wonderful,
isn't
man.
it?
He put on his cape and he's like,
Superman, super dad.
I pray one day I possess that and I'm not like, fuck them kids.
I'll get into the nanny, man. That's really sweet. That's really, really sweet. But how are you guys doing, though?
I'm tired, but I'm good.
Fair.
Did you tell them good news?
No, I haven't. How can I tell anyone? I haven't told anyone. I haven't told anyone. Oh, I cried tears of joy,
Oh,
brother.
really? Oh, we love that.
I've never cried tears of joy in my life, but this one, tears.
Is it? Ah, okay, good.
I've never, fam, sorry, we're a family, so everyone needs to know this. When I got that email saying they're refunding me my roster, oh my gosh! Oh,
Thank God.
What are you doing?
girl,
What are you doing?
girl.
No, because I'll be honest, you've been in my prayers, sister.
Esther, let me set
Oh,
let me
God
set,
is
Let me
good.
set the scene.
Nah, I would have fallen to my knees.
It was a Wednesday afternoon. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was a Wednesday. Can I be honest?
That's a testimony.
You know, I didn't know what to do myself afterwards.
No, of course
I literally
not.
sat in my bed and I was like, what do I do now? Literally,
No, wonderful. We need all
it
the
was
confetti.
a Wednesday afternoon. No, it was even morning. It was about 11ish.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like on the phone to my friend, yeah, but she was on loudspeaker. And I'm that person, yeah, who I've got this weird, this is not a weird habit, but I know my friend said this as well, where I check my emails every millisecond, waiting for an email that's going to change my life. Don't ask.
No, I did the same.
But
Oh,
it's a thing.
Gina, I did the same
Okay,
thing.
that's fine.
When people think I'm doing
I check my emails
Yeah.
more than I check my texts. Trust
Absolutely.
me. I'm in that
Same.
email refreshing all
Same.
the
I
time.
like
yeah.
emails quick.
So I checked and then I got an email from PayPal.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me explain like backstory of what happened more recently. Yeah. So obviously I went to Barclays and I
Yeah.
wrote like a really long, detailed letter and
Yeah.
I went through everything. And then one of their managers called me and he was really nice actually. And we went through everything and he was like, do you know what? Your issue isn't with Barclay card, your issue is with PayPal. He was like,
Yeah.
when there's a third party involved, it breaks the chain of liability. So he was like, because PayPal were the ones where the money
being withdrawn
was being withdrawn from, that takes the liability off us. He was like, if it didn't and it was us, then fair enough. But he was like, we trust PayPal as a third party. So any money that PayPal requests from us, we instantly are going to issue that out to them. It's them for PayPal to triple check where that money is going to. Because he was like, if you ask us to get the money back, ideally you'd want us to get it back from the person that took it. We don't know where that money's gone. Even if you look on your statements, it says PayPal. It doesn't have that person's details because we don't have that.
Yeah.
It's PayPal. So he was like, where you've explained that your PayPal password was changed, your phone number was changed, you couldn't log into your account, and PayPal have admitted this to you, and they have record of it on their system, they have done you the service. Like, they didn't protect you because they saw all these things, also knowing that your spending habits aren't like this. They shouldn't have authorized the payment. Now, what PayPal was standing on was, but we sent a text to your phone. So whenever I log into my PayPal, I get a text sent to my phone to allow me to enter the app.
Yeah.
So that's what they were saying. They were like, yeah, we hear it, but we sent a text to your phone.
didn't
And,
have
you,
the
and
phone.
you accepted, you used that code. So as far as we're concerned, everything after that's
You authorized it, yeah.
But then the argument is, okay, so once you've sent me the text, I've authorized it. I've then gone into PayPal and then changed all the login details.
So clearly...
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
To me, that's evidence that the account has been compromised.
Yeah.
But, and I said this before, and this isn't disrespectful, but every time I speak to someone at PayPal, it's clear that the call center is not here.
Yep.
So I feel like there's always been that language barrier. Whatever. So he was like, listen, if you go to the financial ombudsman, they're not going to say that we're liable because as I've explained to you, it's not on us, it's on PayPal.
Yeah.
So my best bet is to go back to PayPal, go to them again and just basically twist their hand, yeah. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going back to PayPal. I ain't got the energy because I've gone to them twice already and they've both times said whatever.
They said what they said,
So I went
yeah.
straight to the financial ombudsman and then I just sent them like a breakdown of everything. It was very detailed. The joke is, the financial ombudsman haven't even investigated the complaint. They just went to PayPal and was like, hey, we've received this complaint. Can you send us your...
They said, here's the money.
Literally. I'm not even joking because I got a response from PayPal before the financial ombudsman.
No way.
PayPal emailed me and was like, based on your case, whatever, with all the transactions, we've investigated it and we've realised that they're all unauthorised payments.
Oh, really?
So we're refunding you the money.
You know, it's nearly another this December.
Can you imagine?
So then and then the financial ombudsman then emailed me the day after and was like, we haven't investigated your complaint, but we've taken it to PayPal and PayPal basically agreed to reimburse you or to refund you.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to accept it? But they were like, we haven't looked into it yet. I said, no. Let's take a couple steps back. I said, do you know why? I've been charged interest on this credit card, This thing has effed up my credit. When I checked my credit score the other day, my heart was like...
that was my next question to you, you know.
Literally, I bought this to you in January.
Yeah.
More than once.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity to look into this properly and you ignored me.
Yeah.
But now because the big dog has come and knocked on your door,
No, let's
I said, no, you lot do your thing.
Yeah, because they need to pay all that money back
I
and they need to
said-
start doing what they need to do
Literally.
to get your credit score restored.
I said, go and twist their nipple. Literally.
Okay, Gina.
No, literally. Not even one, both. With both hands. Yeah. So...
No, that's amazing
Literally,
news.
but like it's so funny because when I was on the phone with my
that's
friend, I
amazing
read the
news,
email. I
man.
literally started screaming. She was like, "Why are you screaming?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, I get my money back!"
No, that's
And
amazing
then
news.
I got really emotional about it, and I was like, "Nah," because
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
literally,
That's amazing. No, that's actually made my day, you know. I can't lie to you.
For
No.
$10.
Because I always think about it and I'm just like, nah, like, what do you mean?
because
That's amazing.
Because can I be honest? I didn't have faith. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't. I lost all hope with that situation because I didn't expect it to get this far.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I didn't commit this offense. So I don't get what, like, when, you know, the first time Barclays wrote to me was like, we're not paying you back. I read it. I thought, wait, do I not understand English? Because for me, I was like, how did we get here?
I'm
You
just
get
have to
what
be
I
like,
mean?
no, sorry, I don't think you understood what I said.
Literally. So because it's been 7 months in
Yeah.
my head, I literally was just like, G, you better start selling your coochie or something because you've got
You didn't say beats and bads every month.
you need to go find another job because I literally I thought it was a lost cause. I would never lie to you. So, and it was so random, literally. And where I know also stuff like this takes long. Like with the financial ombudsman, it can take at least, like minimum, they say minimum 6 weeks for them to even get back to you. So when I contacted them, I think 1st of July.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting any. So when
Yeah.
I was just like, I literally forgot about it and I thought, wow. So
That's
yeah.
good, man.
That's amazing, you know.
No, honestly, I think that's the best news I've had.
No, that is the best. That's the best news. That's the best news. Damn, that's the best news I've had. That's really good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. That's really good.
Thanks,
Are you
man.
gonna try and get compensation? Yeah.
Of course I am.
Yeah,
Are
man.
you
All
alright?
the worry.
No, because they tried to say, £100 compensation.
£100.
Can you
I
imagine?
said,
You know, like, not to be morbid or anything, but that kind of money
Yeah.
puts somebody in debt. And that's the kind of stuff that people don't know
yeah.
how to start paying off and they kill
Whatever.
themselves for.
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Like, so you can't tell £100.
That's why I was like, no. I was like, do you know how much stress and inconvenience this has caused?
Literally.
And what even annoyed me was, like I said, when I got locked out of my account. So the crazy thing is, I even forgot that I actually contacted them in the moment, like live and direct when it happens, when I was in Ghana, speaking to them on freaking Skype.
See what I'm saying?
Because I didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
And we was on phone for time because they were like, yeah, like these have done a number on your security. So for us to confirm that it's you, it took like over an hour for them to unlock my account.
Yeah, all of that
So
is
for
you.
me,
Yeah.
I've done everything that I could to get here. So for you now, because someone's come and, do you know what I mean, knocked on your door. You don't always. My thing is, why now? Because they've knocked on your door. They haven't even investigated it. You're like,
Because
we'll
they
refund you the
know,
money.
and-
So you
Yeah.
could
And they
you
know,
could have
Gina,
refunded
that's
me
why.
the money from time
what
ago
they do, yeah.
because you
Yeah.
knew. You
Yeah.
actually knew, and I kept saying like, you clearly. Every time I spoke to someone on the phone, I was like, you guys haven't investigated this. And she's like, no, we haven't. I was like, do you want me to explain to you why you haven't? I said, because you've just, because everything you've admitted, I've had to ask you. You haven't volunteered that information.
So you haven't done
I
an
said to
investigation.
you, so is there any record on your system that shows that on the day that these transactions were made, my login details were changed? Yeah, there is. So you
So
can
what are you
see
talking about?
it.
Yeah.
Your password was changed and your email address was changed. What email address was it changed to? When she gave it to me, I was like, does that sound like a legit email address to you? And then also, what was funny was the details of the account that the money went to.
Yeah.
When you click on it, and it shows the address details. It's my old home address, obviously, which is still on my system.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why would I send money to somebody that lives in my
old
house?
home.
Like,
that's not me.
it's clearly. Do you know what I mean?
But do you know what it is as well? The fact that they've quickly admitted and they're like, "Oh, we'll give you compensation," is because they know that once the investigation happens, they're going to lose a lot more, and that a lot more they're going to lose, they have to lose it.
Yeah,
100%.
You have to leave it.
Yes.
I was
They know.
like, literally, as I said.
Whenever
to her,
something happens to you, and like the person that's at fault or whatever quickly offers
Quickly
you a little
offers you a
bit,
payout.
or they did it,
Yeah.
is because they know they're going to lose
Yeah,
more
100%.
in the longer
Grand scheme
run.
of things. 'Cause
So
even-
let's run this run.
Yeah, because she was like, oh, just to let you know, if I investigate it, I might not come to the same conclusion as them. I might even tell them to offer you less. I thought, babes,
I'm gonna take that risk.
I thought,
Don't
you're
worry.
Not, you're not going to trust me. It's fine. I said, do your thing.
Look into
I
this.
said, it's absolutely fine. It's okay. Do your thing. Just look into it because
That's
I know that
crazy.
when you look into it, you're gonna think this is stupid.
Yep.
Literally stupid.
No, that's amazing news, man.
So
Wow.
yeah, I
Thank
never expected it. I'm not gonna lie.
God gave it to you. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Oh. Well. There was just silence. All right, so obviously I've been away for a few weeks now.
It's been a while.
Girl, it's like a month,
Just a month.
bro.
4 weeks, just 4 weeks. So basically, big up everyone that actually checked in on me and stuff while I was away. Really lovely, really kind. People were like, I hope you're well, and they didn't want to like invade my privacy and stuff like that. Somebody messaged me, no good morning, no nothing. Just have you left TDA? I said, well, how do you do? How are things on your end? But no, basically, I needed some time away. There's nothing was dramatic for me, but it was nothing like, yeah. Anyway, I needed some time away because I feel as I was exhausted, like I was physically, emotionally, mentally exhausted. And I think I am always someone who, like, I'm used to being busy. I'm used to getting stuff done. Like, it's in my nature to just work and whatever. And it's not something that ever stops my track in that way. But the worst thing that could have happened. And that's where I said I need to rein it in. It was affecting my spiritual life. I was in a point where I felt like, I just felt very, very overwhelmed. My mind felt very busy all the time. It felt like 24 hours in a day was not enough time. God knows what he's doing to give us 24 hours. That's more than enough time. But it felt like it wasn't enough time. And even though like I read my Bible, I listen to sermons every day, I just felt like I wasn't growing spiritually the way I want to. And that's my biggest priority in life. And for me, I just felt like I felt distant from God, even though like I was reading my Bible and stuff. I just felt distant from God, and I felt like I couldn't hear God. And I remember speaking to Brent about it like before I actually went off, like a couple of weeks before, saying that I was gonna take the last week of June and the first week of July off anyway, because your spirit, like God tells you stuff. My spirit had been convicting me about it for months, and I was like, I'm gonna take some time. I'm gonna take some time off, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take like the last week of June and the first week of July off. But looking back now, it's funny that I tried to schedule God into some personal time. And the day that I decided I was gonna just be off was literally that day. It just felt way too much. It just felt like I literally just felt very overwhelmed. I actually felt like I couldn't hear from God, and that was a very, very scary place for me to be. Like I've never been in that position where I actually felt like I can't hear from God. I don't know what God is saying. And that was very, very scary. And I just felt like, yeah, I cannot continue like that. So literally messaged Brent. And then so during that time, I've basically been away with God. I spent time praying, fasting, being in like reading my Bible, listening to Charles Stanley a lot. He's an amazing, amazing preacher. And he passed away last year. But that's basically what I've spent my time doing. I just need to reconnect with God. And like, I'm in a much better, I feel so relaxed. I feel so rejuvenated. Me and God are talking again.
That's it.
And I feel like my spiritual life just has a whole new level of substance. I feel like I've never felt as connected to God as I do now. Like my spiritual life has never had as much meaning as it does to me now. And even like reading the Bible, it's no longer like they're not characters to me. They're not stories to me. Like the word of God is so alive to me. Like it's mind-blowing. Every time I'm reading the Bible, it's mind-blowing. I'm excited to, sit with God. I think I just needed to stop being busy, doing everything else but sitting in God's presence. Yep. And so like even like just having like, I've had like slow starts to my day. Because I worked like the 2 weeks. I was working during that time. But even then, like I started work at like 10. But then I would spend the morning praying to God. And I think with reading your Bible, like, you know how we in the Christians, pastors always say like you need to meditate in the word of God, meditate in the word of God. I thought I was just like reciting verses and kind of cramming it in a way, but really it's actually sitting down, because it's when you're praying to God, how will you know what God is saying? How will you know God is answering your prayers if you're not sitting down to listen to what He's got to say back? So a lot of times we're just talking to God, we're talking at God, but you're not actually sitting down to hear what He's got to say back. So it's just been a lot of like meditation with that, and being in the word of God, like just reading the Bible, understanding what is being said here, what was the purpose of it being said here, but also as well, what is it saying to me? What themes are here? And the stories I've read like so many times, like Abraham and Noah, like I'm so amazed by Noah. Like, do you know what I mean? There's so many things I've read so many times since I was young, from, what's that thing called? What's the thing you do when you're a kid? Sunday school. Yeah. All the way to an adult. And it's like only just now in the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks, that it's like I'm seeing the gravity of what this says. So yeah, that's basically where I've been. I needed like, it was so scary. Like it was very scary, feeling like obviously God never leaves us, and I'm so humbled and grateful that God loves me enough to have made me stop. Like, you're not gonna stop, okay? Because we have free will, and again, I've been convicted about this for months and weeks, but I've talked to my therapist about it a few times. I remember my last therapy session, she was like to me, she's like, you can say that you're going to like, if God needs you to stop this, you'll stop it. If God needs you to do it, you do it. But she was like, unless you actually do it, you're just saying it's empty words. Like, God needs to know that what you say your intent is, you can actually follow through on it. And at that time, I was still like, yeah, I'm going to, June, whatever. And I actually spoke to her yesterday, which is interesting. And I was like, oh yeah, I've been off the show, And she was like, no way. And then when I spoke, she was like, no, I'm so like, she's like, from our last conversation to now, she was just over the moon. I love my therapist as well. She's just such a babe. But it's honestly been very, very life-changing. I'm very, very grateful to God. And I'm excited. I feel like I'm walking in a new land. I'm excited for where my faith is going to take me now. Because I feel like what I've always prayed for faith-wise, I was never going to get there with the mediocre serving I was doing. So now it feels like, okay, I'm finally now walking in God's purpose for me. I remember messaging Margs when I was going to be off, and I was like, oh, I'm not leaving the show or anything. And it's funny, after I messaged him, I was like, Yeah, but what you got to say you need to leave? Now you don't lie to this man. But I was like, you know what? I'll cross that bridge when I go to. But again, because of how I was just feeling, I wasn't certain about anything. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, if I was driving, my spirit leads me. Like, it could be the littlest thing. It could be like, take a bottle of water when I'm leaving the house. And when I get in the car, it's because I have no water then. I thought I had water. Do you get me? That's how involved God is in my life. Yeah. Like in the littlest details, like wear this top today or do like very, very little details. And it just felt like none of that was there. And trying to figure out life for myself was just very, very scary and very overwhelming. So anyways, all of that to say, if your spirit is convicting you and you feel like you need to draw closer to God, honestly, just do it. Because there's no other way. Like, God gives us free will, but ultimately it's always going to be God's way. Yep. Ultimately. So you might as well just get in line, listen, because we're always going to be better for it. But I'm in a really good place. I feel very rejuvenated. I feel very peaceful. I feel very joyful. And I just feel like peace. Very peaceful. I'm very happy. So, yeah. That's where I've been in the past 4 months. In a sabbatical, that's how I've been calling it. A spiritual retreat. It's got 2 names. Yeah, that's where I've been.
That's amazing. Well,
thanks.
Obviously, lovely to have you back. Absolutely missed you. The people have missed you. And
missed y'all too.
Yeah. God forbid that ever needs to happen again. But obviously, if it is,
yes,
it does, then we know what's going to happen.
Yes,
and you all know what's going to happen. So
what's going to happen?
If you don't see Esther, you all know she's with God.
Listen, I'm on a mountain.
That's
okay.
Right.
But no, I am, even with that as well, I'm like, I can never get to that place again. I can never, ever, like, I can't describe how it was I felt that day. And I was just like, I can never feel like this ever again. So I am taking steps to make sure that I'm not so consumed and so worried about things. Just like chasing life to the point where I'm neglecting God. It's wild. And also, I'm going to say, praying on your knees is a life changer.
Serious?
Praying on your knees is a life changer.
Talk about that, Emmanuel.
What?
Was last time you were on your knees?
Brent, are you sick?
We're talking about God and prayer and all.
Can you imagine?
Wait.
Don't you dare gaslight me. Don't you dare gaslight me on my first hour back.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Yeah. In my head, right, I didn't understand that until I actually went through with the actions.
Yeah.
It's a different
experience
completely.
Level.
Them Muslims have it right, you know.
I've been trying to tell you.
They have it right. Do you understand? You're forced to basically just erase all of that ego.
I cannot comment on that.
And drop to the knees. I'm telling you.
But no, honestly, pray on your knees. Because I would pray like sitting up in my bed, or sometimes I'd be lying down. Obviously, sometimes I lie down, sometimes I fall back asleep. With the cheek of it. Wake up, carry on with my sentence last ended. Silly. But praying on your knees, like, it's very humbling. It's very much, it's such an act of surrendering to God. It's life changing. So now I only pray on my knees. I would, even if it's like a short prayer, every morning I'm on my knees praying to God, and it's just there. That has definitely is a game changer.
100%.
Absolutely amazing. But I'm very, very grateful to God, man. Like, God actually loves me. That's so sweet.
Yeah, this is
wonderful.
A truth. That's a constant.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We went somewhere the day before yesterday, right?
We did.
I was blessed to see Esther's beautiful face the day before yesterday, right?
You saw me last week. Right, brothers?
Yeah, 100%. But I was blessed again. I mean, every time I see your face, it's a blessing. How are you disputing that? Come on, man.
Oh.
And am I also going to tell you all about it? This young man was late.
Can you imagine?
You know, I thought he punk faced us, to be honest.
I thought he was gonna come. I'll be honest. That's why I text you. I thought, let me make wherever you are, you're gonna feel bad. I basically told him
that in the group.
Yeah,
I saw in the group.
it was a lie.
Where are you?
It was a lie.
Did I miss anything?
Can you imagine? He said he was just on time.
My train was on schedule. Listen. So, basically, we went to a screening of the living legend, Daryl Blake.
Absolutely. Big up Daryl Blake every time.
And he spoke about it on the show, I believe.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. About a documentary. I believe it's a 6-part documentary about the things that the Brits have stolen. And so his particular episode, I believe, was episode 3, where basically they honed in on the Cullinan diamond, which is basically the main diamond that you see on the crown. So when they did the coronation for King Charles now, you would have seen it there. Obviously, you may not identify what it was, but it was basically right there. I believe it's the largest diamond that's been found.
It is.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? But I believe it's been cut into 2. So one's been used. I could be wrong here, but I think the 2 main pieces anyway is 9 pieces. Thank you. Yeah. But the 2 main is in the scepter and on the front of the crown. And yeah, man. So basically, it was a sick episode. Like we were kind of mentioning before we went on air. Very informative. Not one of them boring documentaries, you know what I'm saying? Like very engaging, telling you the story, the beginnings, how it even became, why it was called the Cullinan Diamond. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the wars around it, how it even ended up in the possession of the Brits. And yeah, man, it was just a sick episode, man. And Daryl he's made for the camera, man. You know what I'm saying? He knows.
No, he is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really looking forward to all the stuff that he's going to be involved in with TMB and just in life in general. He's a huge asset to our community, man. You know what I'm saying? A huge asset. So yeah, it was sick, man. It was sick. Brent was there, Esther was there, Christy was there, Dr. Amani was there. You know what I'm saying? Big up Dr. Amani and Christy.
I have a sneaky theory about why Dr. Amani was asked to be there. Yeah. Because he spoke about...
then you flipping there.
No, that's not where I was going. Oh. He spoke about
wherever you are going.
Just stop. No.
What?
Stop the car.
What?
Hey, go on.
No, I can't finish. No.
Oh, actually, no. Yeah. Okay.
He spoke about epigenetics.
Yes.
Yeah, and I heard about it first from Dr. Amani's lips, innit? And there's a whisper that he may be doing some more work with them, and he may be going to a particular place in the world.
Oh yes.
Where Dr. Amani may also be from. You know, so we might see it. I'm telling you.
That'd be lit though.
I'm telling you, that would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
That'd be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Where is the series? So basically the series was shot in it's commissioned by Australians, right?
Yes, ABC
Australia, right? Or was it?
Yeah.
And
CBC.
That's it. But I'm not too sure when it's out here.
It's not,
innit?
Because basically, ABC and CBC is a version of BBC. BBC don't want nothing on their screens that's saying the king is a thief.
True indeed.
So basically, he was saying how he doubts that it's. Yeah. I think they've been asked about it, but obviously they're not going to commission. It's not in their best interest to have a show called "What the British Stole."
Yep.
Stuff the British stole. That's wild. So, cut a long story short, it's one of those things where if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
Same way you guys watch, other shows when they drop.
You know what to do.
You know what to do. Okay.
I've actually put the link to the actual streaming platform.
All right.
In the chat, so you're not going to basically regret watching this.
You're not. It's very interesting. I didn't know what to expect, if I'm being honest, but it was so captivating and so interesting that when it ended, I was upset. I was like, that was too quick.
It was too quick.
It was too quick, but. It's very, very interesting. Like, very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Also very interesting how... So, in the episode, there was like... Obviously, there's black people there telling black history, the facts of the matter. And there was white people there retelling black history. And sometimes white people, they don't clock...
White people.
They don't clock they don't clock unconscious bias. So basically, there was a war that happened, which is how the diamond got taken. And when the white guy was asked, the white historian was asked, how many? He said we know how many white people died. So when it comes to the black people, though, we don't know.
Nope.
Now, little Samson, I know you were not on ground when the war happened. You lot did the necessary research. To find the numbers and be able to put these people's names up in a memorial and whatnot.
Yeah.
You could have done that for the black lives too, but, it's a mattering. Well, semi-mattering.
Yeah.
2018 or when was it? Do you get me? So that was interesting, like not understanding. There was these other diamond people, diamond lab people, and they were talking about diamonds and whatnot. And then, he asked, so obviously he asked a black woman who is from her people that found the diamond, how do you feel? How did you feel watching the coronation? How do you feel knowing that the diamond is just chilling up in Buckingham Palace or wherever it is? And she was annoyed about it, rightfully so. Ask one of the little scientists in the little diamond lab. He's talking about he don't mind. Why would you mind?
Yeah.
It's not yours to mind in the first place, but of course you don't mind. Because you're thinking, oh, that's so nice that it came from... Do you know what I mean? So honestly, it's a really, really good episode. Daryl was absolutely amazing. He told us they filmed all day. It was meant to be a 3-hour filming. He said they filmed all day. Like, he was so interesting that, you know, they spent the whole day with him. But it was really, really good. So big up Daryl Blake. Like, the work he does, honestly, man, like... Heavy is the head, man. And he's got a lovely, beautiful family as well. And his kids, it's amazing because his kids are walking in the same light as him as well.
Yeah.
And that's just so beautiful. Like, that's what you call generational blessing.
True indeed.
Like, that's so beautiful. But it was a lot of fun.
Christy was there too, Emmanuel.
Did you guys say Christy? You
I
did.
said that.
Oh.
Look at
Maybe
you.
I just erased
No, he
the
did say
name.
it.
No, I
No,
don't.
it's my fault.
You raised Christy from your mind.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
wild.
you know, at the same time, I called the other day and I said, did I say goodbye to you?
Oh,
I erased
yeah.
Christy
Do you know
and
I
you from my
clocked?
head.
Because remember you said how, you were like, I didn't hug you goodbye. And I said, yeah, but who hugs on trains? I clocked, actually, no, I made excuses. Because Iman hugged me goodbye. And I thought, yeah. But then it was too late to call you back. I thought, no, actually, yeah. You are out, order. You should have said goodbye.
It was crazy. And
He only hugged Dr. Mani, you know, can you imagine?
because I thought that it was only
Not your fault.
her that was gonna be left on the train.
No.
But it was actually my two besties that were left in the train and only hugged the light skinned girl. It's crazy. It's mad. I need to see
I
a
wanna say
therapist.
nothing.
I need to see a therapist.
Not Dr. Mani. Dr. Mani.
See how T that's up.
You're ridiculous. That's like, I need a therapist. This man has been fighting against therapy all his life. But I need a
I
therapist.
blame Esther. This is behavior. Is Esther's
Silly.
fault.
Of course it is.
Oh, yeah, Esther. tell the people how Christy was in the screening.
Oh,
She was kissing her teeth.
Oh, Brent. Do you remember? So when we watched,
Half the fist.
listen, when we watched, I Think I Might Cheat My Girlfriend. That was the first Wright Brothers play that we saw live. I was sat next to Emmanuel. And I came back on here and I said, I ain't never seen next to Emmanuel screen. This man is just doing hella ad-libs.
Oh, is it?
As of today,
You'll never say
I will sit next to Emmanuel and leave Christy.
Really?
I'm not sitting next to Christy. Christy was doing commentaries. Christy was kissing her teeth so like I thought I kissed my teeth. It was ridiculous. I mean, obviously it was warranted, didn't it? But because it was like a small room as well, I can only imagine if we were in a big theatre and it echoed. Christy was like, of course, silly. Like she was really just going in for it. And obviously, Queen of BOE, I expect nothing less. But next time, I'm gonna expect nothing less over there. But no, yeah, it was really, really good. Big up Christy as well. Big up Dr. Mani.
Yes.
That was really nice. It was really good, man. Big up Daryl Blake. It's honestly amazing to do such work, man.
I didn't think his children would be that old though. I
No,
didn't think he
I
had
didn't.
any children whatsoever.
I'll be honest, you know, because Daryl, the work Daryl does is quite hectic. But knowing how old his kids are, I'm like, oh, you're living a peaceful life. Because he don't look like he's got kids that age. Kids look like they're doing their GCSEs. It's crazy. But big up him, man.
Definitely one.
And his beautiful
boy
partner
is
as well.
definitely doing his GCSEs. He looked like 15 or something.
Yeah, they look 15, 16. But I never would have thought he had kids. I thought they were his nephews. Or like his cousins or something. So big up Daryl, man.
Every
Doing the
time.
black work. His black work is keeping his black ain't cracking. It can never crack.
Also, just to remind everybody, remember we were talking about the tour.
Yes.
So remember we wanted to do a TDA tour with Daryl. So if you guys are not aware, check out Black Rooted. And basically, Daryl basically runs tours, right, in London. Basically going around speaking about the legacy of slavery and all the things that are still present today, right? The infrastructure, everything, right? That's still present today, that had a role in obviously our enslavement. And basically, we're looking to do a TDA tour. So that's
Lit.
basically all of us being there on Garvey Day.
First of all,
You know
not
what
you
I'm
saying all of us being there. You said.
He looked at me as well.
Just making sure.
He looked at me as well. I was like, hello, hi,
Excuse me.
sister.
But we're
All of
opening it up
us.
to the community. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Absolutely.
coming on Garvey Day.
That'd be lit.
17th of August. It's a Saturday, so it's going to be a powerful day.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes.
What are you doing on 17th?
Go into the tour.
The tours in the morning.
I've had a few people from the community already ask for the link.
All right.
Oh, is it on Discord, you said? Where did you put it?
You talking about for the episode or for the tour?
For the tour.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
The link hasn't been done yet. That will
Yeah.
get sorted. As soon as it's done, we'll put it in the chat, put it in the Discord. And yeah, man. But from now, guys, let us know if you're interested, man. Yeah. So you can kind of put your names down and get a gauge of how we're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it'll be good to see you guys. And obviously everyone come together and be edified by the information, man.
How can they let us know that they're interested? What's the action?
Discord, email.
When you say Discord, are you going to put up a thread
Maybe,
in Discord, a topic, so that they can actually show the interest in there?
Because it's going to get annoying if it's from header platforms.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you don't use Discord...
Still, a lot of people haven't made that transition over yet.
They know how to get in touch, man. People know how to get in touch when they're asking questions and whatnot.
Sarah Velli, the tour.
Big up Sarah.
All the time.
No, inside information, sorry.
The tour isn't it's not like a nationwide tour. It's just like a walk around on the day. So from when to when? From morning to afternoon, probably, or from afternoon to evening. I don't know, but it's gonna be on one day. A few hours, maybe.
Yes.
So I have an announcement.
Oh.
It's a call to action, actually.
Oh.
And it's for our community specifically.
Oh.
Right? We are looking to do a social media ad campaign, right? Okay. And we would love the participation of our listeners and our viewers specifically, right? Because you all know what we're doing here at TDA. You'll love what we're doing. You'll love what it is that we're doing with TNB. And we want to involve you and your faces in this particular campaign, right? But we also want our white audience, our Indian audience. I should say brown.
Can I be honest? That didn't sound convincing.
Did you see how? Anyway.
No, I was wondering where should I go with it. I started with white. I should have said
Asian.
I should have said English, and then should have said Indian. You understand? So
just Asian.
I want white audiences,
British.
I want white audiences. I want specifics. I want white audience. I want our brown audience, right? And I want our Jewish audience. I know y'all like to be different than just saying white.
Okay.
Anybody who rocks with us, anybody who watches our content, who supports what we're doing, and want your faces to be represented in this particular ad campaign, right? So any of y'all that are listening, viewing, and also the blacks, I want you blacks also to take part. If it is that I get more of the alternatives than the blacks, I'm going to be very, very disappointed, right? But I reckon that a lot of our brown audience, a lot of our white audience, a lot of our Jewish audience, a lot of our Chinese audience, all y'all beautiful people that rock with us, but I don't know, think that the chat is too feral to be typing. Send me an email. When I send me, I'm talking about the TDA, my email, whatever. If it is, you can contact Emmanuel. Anybody on TDA, contact them, and they will pass you onto me, and then I'll give you guys instructions. It's very, very simple. You don't have to go anywhere. It's very easy. It's remote, and it's just a couple seconds, literally a couple seconds. So please contact us ASAP. I need it by the end of Saturday. I need it by. I'm talking about quick. I'm talking about quick turnaround. Quick turnaround. The end of Saturday. Get on it today or tomorrow. Today or tomorrow. I'm even going to put up a post on our Instagram saying calling all colours.
I'm going.
Because I know that more than black people support what we're doing in it. And sometimes it might makes them feel like they can't basically participate in the chat, right?
Okay, you mean the others?
I love you. I love my Jewish listeners. I love my Jewish viewers. I love my brown viewers and brown listeners. I love all of you, right?
Same.
And I'm not just saying that for this.
Pick up the Hebrews.
All the time, but not just the black Hebrews. You good?
Morning.
Morning.
How are you? Morning. One sit there and then one sit on that chair over there. Maybe you can give the young lady the comfortable seat. Thank you very much.
Why do you let him? We should have let him see where see what the first year Cambridge did to his manners.
Right out the window.
Morning, babes.
Yeah. So please contact the day after at tnb.com. Contact the day after WhatsApp number, wherever you normally contact us. If it's just IG, contact between today and tomorrow morning so I can give you instructions so you can get it done by the end of Saturday. I need y'all. I'm gonna say the same announcement at the end of the show also.
Okay.
Because some of the whites come late. You get me? Yeah.
White people late?
No, they're not. I just said that. I don't know what. It's the blacks. It's the blacks. Anyway,
So annoying.
we have some comments on.
We sure do. Let's see what they're saying on Spotify.
No, I think they're from YouTube.
Are they from YouTube? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this was the day. Yeah. So is this the day after Christy decided to?
Yes. It was
Okay.
for yesterday. We were supposed to read out yesterday, but.
Oh, okay. Oh, Christy, let's see what you did. Clearly, apparently, my honor. I had to tell her off about that. So excuse me. Don't bring me to mess. All right. So Ahmed says, by the way, I mentioned pelicans because 2 days ago I heard you mention them, then dropped. Nobody cares about them. What next season? Sounds like a Game of Thrones character. What's that about? And you was talking about Nige to Dallas. I'm not swearing, so my effing Doug. I said Nige. Nige.
Did you say
It's Naji.
Did you say you're not
My
swearing?
heart is in Nigeria. Sorry?
You say you're not swearing. That's one of your.
Well, no, because
your
you're going to hold me
promises
to
to God.
things, and I just feel like...
Aw.
no, I do need to sanctify my words. I'm still shady. Because God reads us for filth in his
baby
words.
steps, baby
I will
steps.
read you for filth.
Baby.
Muhammad says, the biggest and only sin in Islam that solely sends you to hell is called shirk, associating partners to God. So ritual, sacrifice, whatever, that ain't in the book. It's a no-go, no grey areas in Islam. Rate that. UK Drilly says, glad this pop on recommend. Okay, sorry.
It's one
Crazy, innit?
What?
Not a single
Basically, Mark-
comma. Nothing.
Not one punctuation. I don't even know what he's saying. So I'm going to read it exactly how he's typed it. Glad this pop up on recommend Mark's Worksy Helipods. Subbed. He's a subscriber now, so welcome.
Yes.
Thanks,
Welcome.
So I picked that up. And Mark's works a lot. Pick that up too. Big up you, UK Drilly. Akuya Yaboa says, in my annoying fashion, I will say thank you for communicating that Esther is on a long break, rightly deserved, and as such, I will cease to ask where she is. Well, girl, I'm here. I'm back now. Did you call her annoying?
I think I said I was gonna apologize for whatever perception people got from my tone.
Why were you talking about me?
I think somebody kept asking a question, and I read out the comment, and I said that you're with God.
I was, and I am. Amen.
Yeah, but I guess it's how I said it. It,
Oh, that's why I
it sounded
died.
like I was getting onto people. I don't know.
Oh, no, I mean, I say, no. If you said I was with God, and I wasn't with God, I would have thought you meant I died.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought though.
Yeah.
It's only because
She's gone to be with the
I
Lord.
knew what I was
Yeah,
doing.
it's giving you
I
God
knew
to
what
be
I
the
was
Lord.
doing because I had inside scoop.
Yeah,
They didn't know,
fair.
but obviously I was playing on words, innit?
Yeah. You don't know how Brent is though. Come on, 2 years. Come on.
Yeah. So sorry that it came across offensive.
Big up Equia. 80 somebody said, all right, so put these in order of priority. Parents, kids, and wife, girlfriend. In my eyes, kids come first, but some people will put their parents as number one. Curious to see what other people think. I will tell you this for free. I avoid men who put their parents first.
I'm not even
Sounds
putting my
wild.
parents first.
Okay. Okay.
My parents.
No.
Not too much, no.
I feel like I am first in your life. When we have kids, fair, you can put them no. I'll be honest with you. What I really want to say, I'm my honest bag. I'm still first.
You can have more kids.
You can have more kids. Kids come and go. Kids come and go.
So done.
Because when these kids move out and whatnot, guess who you want to spend time with now?
You're going to turn around
Well,
and be like, hello, hi.
I have my new friends. Yeah. So all right. What's you guys' priority? Parents.
It depends,
kids,
I guess, on what
wife.
stage in your life, man. There's many different ways you can attack this.
Yeah, here we go.
Right?
To
You could
be
look
fair,
at.
you know what? You're the only parent in the room, so
Fair.
This is true.
that is fair.
And I would
And
hate
you're the
to
only
be
married
third.
person in the room.
And I would hate
And
to
yesterday
be
you put your kid
third.
first. And yesterday you put your kid first.
Thank you very much.
So
yeah, man.
Would you? Okay, let me even exhaust. Okay,
Ah.
you see yesterday. Okay, you see yesterday. Yeah. Let's say it was a different scenario. Let's say you got a call about your wife, and obviously you had to like do something, like it was like a work thing, or like you need to get her from work or something. Are you moving with that same level of
energy.
energy?
Of course.
Yeah.
100%.
You have to think about it.
No.
I'm not trusting you. I'm not buying it. I'm not
I
gonna
hate
lie.
y'all. Hate y'all.
I mean, look, like, again,
Because technically she can get an Uber, your child can't.
That's what I'm saying. So there's really no need to,
That's what I'm saying.
you know what I'm saying, to leave.
I mean, sometimes with adults, like, don't be summoning people out unless it's like absolutely dire. Do you get what I mean? Like, unless it's like,
It's true.
if you can figure things out and stop being dramatic. I mean, I say that as somebody who absolutely will be dramatic. But, you know, anyway.
Parents, kids, siblings, and then your partner.
Oh, Sarah.
That's so cute, Sarah. I love that for
That's
you.
lovely.
That is not my story.
If I would've-
It's not even close. You even like
None of them. Siblings.
Whom's are you talking about?
Siblings? Oh, honey, their parent needs to put them first.
But you know, the thing is, yeah, I'm glad it came from her, right? But
She's
I
okay.
understand it.
I'm so sorry.
I understand
Regardless
it,
of
though.
whether she's a queen or not. My dear. Get to the back of the line.
Siblings. I didn't even think of siblings. I completely forgot siblings exist.
In that list,
Yeah,
though,
man.
who's replaceable?
Everybody.
Oh, my siblings.
Everybody's
My
replaceable.
You
siblings.
can't get another sibling.
Yeah, but
Unless
I've got
it-
friends that are sisters.
I'm not going to lie. I have tons. I've got a football team. No, I'm joking.
I'm not joking. I have many I haven't met. I'm sure one of them pop up. No, to be fair, but I'm different in the way I think anyway.
I'm not going to lie. I think I'm putting my kids first, though.
I think if I had kids, I would put my kids.
I'd put my
Yeah,
kids
that's what I'm
first.
saying. At a certain
Do you know
point in
why?
your life, you would.
Because you can't.
you know, okay.
You can't. You see, human beings, yeah. If I'm being honest, I generally think, yeah, that kids are like this sounds really. I think kids are
They
the
are only
only
friends.
space,
Yeah.
where you actually can have unconditional love. If I'm being honest with you, I feel like.
Okay, yeah, I
You
hear
get
you.
what I mean? I
Yeah.
think generally speaking, it's like
I think so actually.
I think
Yeah.
it's your children. Everybody else, not being rude, is secretly disposable. And I think if it came to cutting ties, the hardest person you'd probably cut ties with is your child. I feel like everybody else would be easier to cut ties with. Do you get what I mean?
I can see that.
I can see that, but I think me putting my partner above my kids would depend on my kids' ages,
That's what I'm saying
and it
to you.
depend on what scenario. Like if my partner needs help and my kids need help, I'm going to my kids.
Yeah.
If it's a thing of like, who am I? I don't know, but yeah, I feel like it depends on the scenario and it depends on the kids' ages. If the kids are at an independent age now, where they got their friends, they got their own life and stuff like that, I would my partner, man. I've got to build that, because again, your kids like come into your life, and there's so many stories like that where people prioritize their children and neglect their partners, and then your kids grow up and they have their own life, and then now you have to start from scratch again with your partner. So that's not my story. Because I don't kiss many frogs, not literally, so everyone calm down. But if I find a good partner, he finds a, well, you know what I'm saying. Works both ways. But yeah, I would do it that way. Was that the last one? I think that was the last one.
Yep.
Our faves are back. Morning,
Big up,
guys.
big up.
I need to move your mic to
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Are you you look like you're doing what's them booth things? The colours.
Find the booth.
Find the booth colours, all that stuff. Turn your mic
Yeah.
just the top bit. Hold on, let me do it.
No, it's fine.
No, yours is fine.
Yeah, just direct it more towards you.
Can you imagine?
Sorry.
First years. Have you guys got your results yet?
Okay.
Well, that was no.
The year was
they said
very
low.
low. The year was
Okay, we won't
not
ask.
confident.
Don't worry, we'll do it when you graduate. We'll come back. We'll come back to that. But we're gonna be talking about you guys' experience and whatnot. Should we do Wedding Road?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do Wedding Road. But how are you guys though? Cool, man. Yeah. Let them know your names again,
You
please.
speak up, please.
I'm Nimi.
I'm Olivia.
Oh, this is so lit.
Awesome.
Is it? Where's
Yeah,
it?
that's better.
Is it okay? All right, nice. Are you guys good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. We missed you guys. We're happy you came back. That's really sweet. Because we actually asked you guys to come out. You actually did. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's gone quick though, isn't it?
It is, well, not for, obviously for us. For them.
It's gone quick.
But we're going to talk about the Cambridge experience. I want to know what it's like and how you guys have found the year and all that stuff. And you can, obviously, you guys know, you can get involved with it. You're not guests this time, by the way.
Yeah,
No, you're not guests. You're basically just, you're guest hosts. So you're hosting the show with us, so you can just chime in on conversations and stuff like that.
Cool.
Right, lovely.
So before we start, that same question put to both of you.
Ooh,
Who's
yeah.
receiving first?
Let's see what the younger kids think. What's the order?
You of us.
Bro, I don't have no kids.
Just shouldn't even do we.
Literally.
I feel like what.
So your
said-
partner. So out of your partner, your parents, or your siblings, like
Girl, forget this.
Wait,
I'll be honest
kids.
with you. Siblings are not entering chat.
yeah,
Kids.
when we add, man.
Sarah added siblings, and I
siblings.
love that for Sarah. That's beautiful. But I didn't even think of them.
I feel like right now, because I don't have kids and a partner, I'll put my mum first.
Okay.
Fair.
That
Yeah.
just makes sense for me.
But when you do have a
obviously,
partner,
I'll put my kids first.
okay. So when you do have a partner, but you don't have kids
Your partner or your
Part-
parents.
or parents,
Partner first. Because my mum has her own partner.
Fair
see a
enough.
girl with sense. See, yeah.
Cambridge.
Cambridge.
I'm gonna do what I expect my parents to do.
Yeah.
I expect my parents to put me first, and then partner, and then parents.
So you're gonna put your parents first.
My parents, no parents.
Oh, you're gonna do
No,
what
then
they.
he
Okay,
would
yeah,
put
yeah,
his
yeah.
child first, then
Okay,
his
then-
parent. No,
then partner.
then his partner.
Then your
Okay.
parents. Yeah.
What
I like-
when your children get older?
I think yeah,
It's
when
the
they get
thing.
older, like
Change, innit? Yeah.
it's fair. Like when they do get older, like y'all don't need me.
Because you know what the issue
You're
is as well?
great.
I think the issue is that unfortunately not many people can actually find that balance. So a lot of people unfortunately work in extremes. So when your kid is a baby, like that age where they really need you, a lot of people just really just neglect their partner. Like they're not checking for their partner. And then when the kids start becoming more independent, and then you got time to then see that, oh, actually I've neglected my relationship and this has changed so much. I don't really know this person.
But it can even be the reverse. Like the parent is so there for their child that the child becomes so dependent.
Yes, there's
And
that
then
as well.
They have to be there no matter what, even when they get older.
Do you know what that
Them
reminds
kids
me
annoy
of?
me, man. Can't lie
Right,
to you.
what's that
It's a
show
little
that?
handbag.
What's that show? The film that we watched with the therapist. It's actually called The Therapist, isn't it?
That we watched. I
I'm
watched
sure
the
you
film
told me
with
to
you.
watch it. You know what I mean, man.
I remember that.
So obtuse.
So he actually remembers the
Anyway,
show.
he does. He's the idiot in typical Brent fashion. Anyway, so we spoke. I think we've spoken about it before, where like the guy goes to therapy. Sorry, spoiler alert. Get over it. You lot are used to it by now. And he basically has urges to kill people. And basically, he kidnaps his therapist and locks him in the basement of his house.
The hell?
But have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
But you see how his mum enables that behavior, right? Because his mum he's a fully grown man. He was even married, right? He had a wife and now is divorced. But he lives with his mum in his mum's basement, and his mum knows that he's kidnapped his therapist and has like captured him and left him downstairs. And his mum knows that he goes on killing sprees and stuff. But she refuses to call the police.
Supports it.
She can't. It's not even that
She
she supports
enables
it.
it.
She enables it.
Yeah.
Because she knows. Because she's like to the therapist, please help my son. And he's like, call the police. And she's like, I can't. She can't call the police on her son, even though your child's a killer.
That's with most like drug dealers though. Like their mum will just support them and like they won't snitch on their son. They know what their
Word.
son's doing.
You know what? Fair, man.
And then the aunties be doing testimony in church, and then when he gets banged up, now she's telling all our prayer chain song back. Can we pray? No, we can't pray for Matthew.
No, you know what? I hear it. But then, okay, but you know what? You've said what you've just said. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. So what? If your child was a drug dealer, you're going to snitch?
I'm not gonna snitch, but like you can't do it in my house.
You
Okay,
can't do it in
fair
my
enough.
house.
No, of
and I don't want
course.
no presents from you. I don't want no
Yeah.
involvement. I don't know.
You're not going to enable the behavior, but you're not going. Because the thing is, you're not snitching on. I'm not snitching. I'm not going to lie. I'm not snitching on my child.
It depends what they've done.
If my child has killed someone though, yeah, like I highly
Yeah.
doubt. Okay, so the reason why I think this,
Shaky.
because
you know the
why I
co-
think this is different, yeah, is because obviously he brings his problems home. He brings the people
Yeah.
to his house and kills them.
Yeah,
like
man.
his mum's aware. He
Mum's-
even
and the mum's
buried-
the maid
even
for the
buried-
people. That's
even in
wild.
one of the rooms. He like took off the walls and stuff and dug he buries
yeah.
them in. That's different.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Because I'm not sleeping with dead bodies in my house. Are you insane?
Well, in that case, they need to arrest the therapist and the mum.
No, the therapist he kills the therapist in the end.
No,
Sorry.
no,
Spoiler
therapist.
alert.
Sorry, I mean the mum. The mum
No,
and the
100%.
killer.
Yeah.
She
Wrap
is
him
an
up.
accomplice. Of course she is. But
I think it depends. I'll be honest with you, it depends what crime. I think if it's like little white collar crime and whatnot, I can overlook that, but you're still a thief. And I don't want that anywhere near me because I keep telling people I can't go to jail. I will not go to jail. But I think if it's like something crazier, like if you kill somebody,
let
yeah,
me
man,
give you
nah,
an example.
man.
All right, I've gone out. No, not me. Sorry,
God forbid. Sister.
Your child's gone out, yeah, and they've got into a massive whatever.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a big fight. Someone's got stabbed and someone's clearly died, or
Yeah.
they think the person's died. They're not sure.
Yeah.
Your child's come home now. They've come home. They've got blood on their clothes. They're really, really hysterical. And mum, this is what's happened. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
we're getting a lawyer and you're handing yourself in.
Okay, fair enough.
Because you know what it is? Like, I can't steal 30p bags from Tesco. You think I'm going to live with
You have
knowing
a
that
little-
someone... I'm too much of an empath to live with that. But I think also as well, like, if we get ahead of this, because I know the way the law works. If you get caught, don't care. But if we go and, you know, go ahead of this, get ahead of this, it might work in our favor. But unfortunately, I feel like life has consequences. Unfortunately, you have to just deal with consequences.
It's true.
Because I can't live with that. Because my thing was like, if I ever committed a crime, I would never put it down anybody else. And that's my big thing. So I feel like once you put whatever you've done, you drag me into it, I don't necessarily owe you anything anymore. Because you were selfish and brought me into it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And you know what people are like. Like, anyone who knows me knows I'm an empath. So you know that if you bring me into this, it's going to affect me. And if I ever committed a heinous crime, I wouldn't tell anybody. Because I don't want to bring you into my mess. So I feel like the moment you bring me into your mess, unless I was there with you, you come and offload on me, I'm offloading Metropolitan Police. Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. All right. We get into our headlines.
I'm gonna put something in the WhatsApp group so you know what we're whispering about. Yeah?
Okay.
I don't like when it is the time of the men are basically whispering and the women don't have a clue what it is we're talking about.
I'm not gonna lie. I was even gonna call you out. You know me.
yeah.
Oh,
You know me.
I was going to because
You
I'm
know
going to
me.
if the women were whispering and you guys didn't, I wouldn't care. So fair.
All right, people. So our first set of headlines, Brent, if you don't mind, yeah, there's a link in the first headline that I want you to put up so people can see this for themselves, yeah. And this is about Keir Starmer, basically. So he's described the US president as being on really good form, right?
Biden.
Yes.
Biden, I'm forgetting stuff. Biden.
Yes.
Ah, okay. That's great.
And this is after he met with Joe Biden at a NATO summit in Washington, D.C. So asked whether the president was senile, as an increasing number of people are implying, Keir Starmer answered no and praised the president's understanding during the bilateral meeting. The Prime Minister said his US counterpart had shown incredible leadership. Mr. Biden is coming under continuing pressure to step aside from the presidential race due to concerns over his mental fitness. So Keir Starmer said that Mr. Biden had been across all the detail, adding that they had gone at pace through a number of the issues. We covered a lot of ground, he said, strategic ground, international stuff, not just Ukraine. He was on good form. So this was private. This is their private meeting. But let me show you what Biden did in front of the world.
No. Before you do that, can I just tell you what I've heard from this headline? Our new prime minister is a liar. A liar, because I know.
All right. This
Chocolate
is unfair. This is unfair. Do you know why it's unfair?
Biden's
So,
unfair.
Because first of all, right?
Biden is not okay.
Question, Emmanuel.
Yes.
Who asked a question?
I can't remember.
Can you imagine asking the new prime minister of the UK is the president of
Oh, the free
America
world, you know?
senile?
Yeah, that's wild though. That's a wild question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the word they use.
That's true.
Senile.
That is true.
but he
Oh,
also
man.
but didn't he
They
then,
ain't getting a press pass again.
He's getting.
Oh,
on.
never.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
for
no.
real.
He's
They're
getting
done.
on though.
You
But
and your
that's
generation.
different. That's
But how
did
does
he?
he frame the question?
mad people.
No, but didn't he?
Yeah.
No, but didn't he go on to
but
say
so
like
dad,
he met him
and
or something?
He don't remember like, oh, I've been trying to call you. No, you haven't. I called you yesterday. No, you didn't.
No, but what did Keir say?
He said...
Because he didn't just stop at no.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. He said, we covered a lot of ground, strategic ground, international stuff, not
You
just
see?
Ukraine. He was in good form.
Okay, then maybe he was in good form when he was saying that, but he's never in good form when he's talking to the people.
Yeah, but do you want him to say that you see now?
No, but I feel like you've got to. Because Keir knows.
But you can't
I
say it.
know. I've never been near the White House. I know. But I'm sure Mr. Starmer knows. However, I feel like he could have given a political answer.
No, he can't. This is
Yeah, you
America.
see
He's not talking to Biden or about Biden. It's about the state of America, the actual institution of America. You can't not to throw them down the river. You want to mend your relationship. You want to keep your relationship sweet, and you're telling them and the world
To
that
be
the
fair,
president is a madman.
To be fair, though, when I listened to his answer, actually, that is still a political answer.
yeah, it is,
because
it
when
is.
we did have the conversation, he didn't say he's a good form all the time he plays golf. He said when we had this conversation, this meeting, he was.
I love how you've seen it like that.
Yeah,
It's
big
there.
up Starmer, man.
Read between the lines. innit?
Liar there, but big up Starmer.
All right, let me play this video for you. Let me play this video. Let me see what he's doing. Because I queued up 2 videos because there were 2 blunders over the last couple of days.
Okay. He looks scary. He scares me. I can't look at him.
And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
What?
President Putin. To beat President Putin. President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway, Mr. President.
I'm better.
You are a hell of a lot better.
Thank you so much. Mr. President.
No, but you know
now I
what?
want to.
What's the explanation?
No, but guys, yeah. No, to be fair, yeah, I do feel like that was like a. I get it.
Yeah.
No.
That's a mistake I can make.
I get it.
Yeah,
Cambridge
but
students.
still.
Don't
No,
let your
but guys,
institution
what I'm
hear this.
saying is,
A little bit of shy for you.
it's a moment, but he corrected himself so quickly in the sense where you could tell it's like,
Yeah.
you know, even
I
his
get you.
response saying I was so focused on beating Putin, like I feel like it added to the story. Do you know what I mean? I didn't watch that and think, oh my gosh, the horror.
Do you know what?
I think
do
it
you
would
know what?
I think it's worse when you call you know how they think all black
they
people
call
look
that
alike,
Stormzy
yeah.
Mo Gilligan.
Like they call
Yeah,
Stormzy Mo
yeah,
Gilligan like that. I just think, do you get what I mean? But I think
Do you know why?
I think that was it was in
slip of the
line
tongue.
as
The debate
well.
was worse.
Do you know? Do you think debate was
The
worse
debate was worse than that.
than Biden's debate?
Yeah, it was worse than
So that was
She
nothing.
That was alright.
I don't watch what. Say it.
So you were here. You don't know what she's talking about.
Oh, okay. No, I've been with Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 4 weeks.
Don't do
Amen.
that.
Hallelujah.
If you saw it, oh my goodness.
But you know what it is? But the thing is, I think the reason why I'm shy for him is because I've seen so many clips of Bidening. Do you know what I mean? I've seen so many clips where I'm like, oh, being called up. Do you get what I mean? So that's why for me, doesn't seem like he does stuff like that regularly.
He's not media trained.
He's not, but I don't think he's here with us, Olivia. I don't even think it's a media training thing because he was the vice president.
Yeah.
How could you not be media trained for you were vice president to Obama? Wasn't Obama there for 2 terms? Or was it 1 term?
2 times.
2 terms. And he was it a VP for both terms?
He's
I'm not
extra
sure.
out the back.
Do you mean? I'm like, sir. At this point, nah. So I don't think it's a thing of media training. I just think that he's
Not competent.
there's other things I want to say, but I don't want like TMB trying to do things. So, but I just think where people tend to go after they've done life, I think he's on his way to.
Oh, my dad calls it the departure lounge.
Yeah,
He's at the gate.
yeah, he's at the gate. He's boarding. Yeah,
He's at the gate.
Yeah, like, bags of packs.
He's waiting to board.
Yeah, he's literally waiting.
He's in
you
the-
know,
you know when you
they
sit
call
at
it
the-
by seat
Yeah.
number.
It's gonna be
Yeah. He's
The lounge.
waiting for his
Wait,
seat number.
it's not the lounge. Like, where do you sit? Like the gate. He's at the gate, innit?
Yeah, he's
He's chilling at the gate.
He's at the gate. He's
Literally-
sat there.
He's literally chilling
He's
at
just
the
waiting
gate.
for them to say hello.
Yeah.
Seat
You know what I
3B.
mean? Literally.
You know.
Before he was in duty free,
Okay.
he's past duty free now.
He was G3 when he was with Obama. He was a bit alert then.
Yeah.
Now, that ain't the cool guy
He's
that
at
was
the
with
gate,
Obama.
Hear
Way
it.
out.
Brent,
So I raise you this.
Oh.
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
Oh, guys, Ghanaians
Let's
do all the
start
time,
there.
man.
Is he
They
talking
call
about,
he,
he's talking about
she's,
Camilla?
she's,
No.
he's.
Not Camilla. What's her name?
yeah, Kamala Harris.
Camilla.
Nah, that's better.
Camilla is the Camilla.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's talking about he wouldn't have picked her.
Yeah.
But he said Trump.
Yeah.
What's Trump? Why is Trump in it?
Why was Putin in it?
But remember, he's
think
mentioning
it's-
names that are all part of.
Nah, man.
What,
That man has
that people that
dementia,
exist?
man.
No, because they're names that exist in what he's
That man
speaking.
has
Do you understand? Do
dementia.
you get what I'm trying to say?
But that's like
the first
confusing
one,
Beyonce and
yeah,
Rihanna.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you get me?
Fair.
Like, that's like Beyonce just on stage and I can't, did you enjoy the part? I'm like, yeah, Rihanna's so great.
Yeah.
That was Beyonce, babes. I think he's got dementia. I honestly feel like he's losing his memory.
No.
And I don't think he
He's
knows where
just
he is
old.
sometimes.
He's just old, and when it is he speaks fast, he can't keep
He ain't
up.
speaking fast.
But to him, it will be. And he's trying to basically pull a memory from a part of his brain, and it's with other names.
So I'm saying it's missing
So
parts.
the fact that he clocked the Putin is, all right, when he was younger, it was a sharper, as soon as he said it.
Yeah.
But because he's old, that's why it's longer. He's just old. It's not dementia.
Yeah, I don't think.
You think?
How old is he?
84.
84. I feel like when you're past 50, that you have no business to be in public office. Like in such a degree.
But
like a
don't
prime
they
minister
always
or a
make people
president.
like
Past 50.
don't
Yeah, man.
aren't most
That's young.
people in
But
like
sit down.
politics old anyway? Like, aren't most presidents old?
Yes, because they're greedy. They're greedy Agbayas that want the power. You have
Look
no
at even
business.
like, our African leaders.
I'm thinking of
Again,
Tinubu.
the-
Don't you worry about that. Tinubu was the first on my lips.
Departure lounge.
That uncle fell the other
Literally.
day. Did you see the video where he fell?
No, I didn't see it, though.
People thought it was so funny to me, but he felt very funny. He misstepped, but like sometimes people fall. You can fall normally like a normal person, but some people fall like they're cartoon characters. He fell like a cartoon character. And so why would you fall like that? Nah, man. All these old men, just stop it, man.
That's a shame, man. Brent, I put in another link here just to play quickly.
Oh, Biden?
Yeah.
See, why is there so much
this is for you.
material?
This is for you to see.
Right. Let's see for Esther.
Let's see first.
That's what it's called. He said for Esther.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's what you're. Anyway, just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is. The truth is, I'm the only president this century that doesn't have any this decade that doesn't have any troops dying anywhere in the world like he did. Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with.
Oh, guys, do you know what? Can I be honest? It's making me sad because
You feel like we're putting the old.
no, he's old. Like
we
he
finally
literally-
beat
he's
Medicare.
Thank you,
Old. Do you know
President
what I'm saying?
Biden.
Every single
Like I
thing
said,
he
yeah,
said
he's
was
my
right.
dad
for a
is
second
old,
term.
right? No, he shouldn't be in office. He's
At all.
old. My
But
dad is
he's
old.
running for a second
No, I know he
term.
shouldn't. Can I be honest? Because he ain't gonna
He
make
won't the
it.
full term.
No, I said he's not gonna make
to the
it.
office.
We'll even make it to the end.
He's not
of
gonna
the
make.
first one.
He's not gonna make it. He's not. And this is really out. Don't laugh. No, because it's true.
Sorry.
I say this because my
didn't
dad
get
is
to the
old,
first
yeah, and we constantly not
dear.
argue, but I just think
So
we're
dear.
like, oh, I've been trying to call you. I've been calling you like all yesterday. You didn't answer your phone. You didn't call me once. Like I deal with that on a daily basis, but he
But that's
doesn't.
not being
But he
older,
doesn't have.
that's-
He doesn't have dementia. No, but do you know what I
Are you
mean?
sure?
Who? My dad. I
No,
don't think he's
but
got.
I mean, like all people forgetting things could be early signs of dementia.
but
Because you ain't gotta forget.
yeah, but we're not old, so how do we know?
Passing signs.
No, as in
'Cause
like.
I've known old people that have very active minds, or they could be like, I wanted to call you. Like, if you
How
think
o-
you did
how
something,
old?
like old, like my great grandmother, I was really like close to her, lived next door to her. She lived till she was 96.
And
This
she
was
was still
sharp as a whistle.
really.
Sharp as a
Yeah,
whistle.
then fair.
Do you get me? So I'm like
Like
I've
I
known
get called my sister
older
all
people
the
like that.
time, all the time. Like we think he's talking to my sister. No, you're not talking to her.
So interesting.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, you're old boy.
Yeah, he scares me anyway. I've seen one too many. Like he's honestly scares me. If I saw him in my dream, that's a nightmare. That's too much. Anyway,
shame.
love and light.
But yes, back to Keir Starmer.
Of course.
You guys
Literally.
actually might like this one though. Keir Starmer has said that we should certainly mark the occasion if England win the Euros.
Is it bank holiday? No, but it's Friday now. So how do we like? I just spoken to all employers because I will not go to work on Monday.
Wait, when
what's
is
going
it?
on?
Sunday.
Sunday. That's too late.
Yeah, but they may just do it another time.
They might do the following week.
Yeah.
No, I want it right now.
Not good enough.
Monday.
Sorry.
Actually, you know, I've got a busy weekend next week. I could do it Monday lying. That would be good.
Yeah, so can I?
But yeah,
This is your word.
he stopped short of confirming there would be a bank holiday.
Wait. Sorry, ignore me. Mm-mm.
But I think that's why Rishi. Who was the last? I bet Rishi did this as well. Who was there when they played the Euros last time? And it was a whole thing, and it was said, and I was like, yeah, but what if they lose? And they did. Was it Boris?
I think it was Boris.
And I was like, yeah, what if they lose? We should still get one to mourn the loss. Like
Nah, man, you can't reward.
bad behavior.
Yeah. Mediocrity.
Girl, the racists make sure of that. The racists make sure.
But yeah, he basically stopped short of confirming there would be a bank holiday if the Three Lions were victorious, saying that he did not want to jinx it, right? He said, I went to the last Euros finals. I don't want to go through that again, so I don't want to jinx anything. We must mark it in some way, but the most important thing is getting it over the line on Sunday. And our last headline is basically about the 2-child benefit cap. and how that's fast becoming a thorn in Labour's side. The cap, which restricts the ability of some families to claim benefits for their first 2 children, came into effect in April 2017. At the time, the then Conservative government insisted the policy would make the welfare system more affordable and ensure that those on benefits face the same financial choices about having children as those supporting themselves solely through work. But the cap has since attracted fierce criticism from children's charities, religious figures and increasingly Labour politicians who say it has exacerbated the number of children in poverty in the UK, which now stands at 4.3 million. During the Labour leadership race in 2020, Sir Keir Starmer advocated scrapping the policy as part of plans to tackle the vast social injustice in our country. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's it for the headlines.
All right, let's get into what you're saying topic of the day.
All right, people. So, given the time, this will be a relatively short topic of the day. But I do want us to, I do want to hear everyone's opinion on this, yeah, and see why it is they think this way. So, this is based on something that happened in Saudi Arabia. Sorry, not Saudi Arabia. I believe it was Dubai. I believe it was 2 days ago. So we read the headline out, and it's about a lady from Ireland who went over there and she attempted suicide. Right, trigger warning, sorry guys. She attempted suicide, but now she's been arrested and everything because of that attempted suicide. So it's illegal to attempt suicide over there. So I wanted to ask you guys, in this world full of laws, as human beings, do we really have agency? Do we really have free will? You know what I'm saying? Like, you come into the world, it's your life. And everyone would like to say, I could do whatever I want to do with my life, but you can't take your life. So do we really have agency? I'm not advocating for people doing that, by the way, obviously.
Yeah, just
but
conversation.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, what's you guys' thoughts?
What is free will to you? I think that's what you have to define first before you answer that question.
What would you say free will is?
Because, like, in a religious sense, like, I would say we have free will, but God knows what we're going to do. But in terms of, like, the actions you can take within the world, there's always a restriction. So if you classify that as free will, then no, you don't. Because you can't just do anything you want to do, essentially. But in terms of the capacity that God gives you to do, God allows you to do anything. So it's how you define it.
I think even in a religious context, like free will, you still get punished. Like
Still consequences,
you can do whatever you want. We still get consequences. So same thing. Because there's laws that we have to abide by, but we have free will to break it if we want to. But
That is true. That is true. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that... It's tricky, man. I don't think that... Based on faith-wise, I don't think that you should have the free will. I don't think we created ourselves. So I don't believe that we should be the ones to take ourselves out. Because when someone else takes you out, they get punished for that. Do you get what I mean? Because it's not their life to take. And I don't believe our life is our life anyway. I feel like God gave us life. And so back to God it goes. But I think that when it comes to like stuff with suicide and stuff, like it's such a deep thing in that the battles that people are dealing with, that I feel empathy, like I can almost understand why it is that people feel like they want to do that, if that makes sense. Like my heart, it breaks my heart that people get to that point where they feel like they want to do that because what they're dealing with is just so bad that they just want to make the pain stop in any way they can. It's very, very sad. But I don't think that humans should be in control of taking lives like that. Unless, because that's the thing, because I'm pro capital punishment where it can be proved that this person's a sicko and needs to go. So it's tricky, really.
Gina, what about you? What do you think?
I think if we're talking basically on laws, then we don't, because there's loads of things I would love to do.
Okay.
That I can't. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think we have agency, to be honest with you. But then to say whether or not it's a good or a bad thing, I understand why rules are in place, because I'm not gonna lie, if laws were not in place or rules weren't in place, we would move mad. Yeah. Because they're in place and we move mad anyway.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? So imagine what it would be like without those laws. Like, do you see what I mean?
What if I said to you, those laws, if we were more free, would
Those laws
make
wouldn't need to be in place
No. If those laws weren't in place, maybe we wouldn't act as mad as we would.
because we like to break the rules.
People say that though, but I feel like what it is that leads people to like suicide and stuff like that, is like the troubles of life will still be there. The worries of life will still be there. The feeling like you haven't achieved that much or feeling like you're behind, like all those feelings that cause, even with depression, like it's an actual illness. It will still be there. So I don't think if you said, oh, it's legal, actually maybe it might be worth looking at countries that have where is it euthanasia, where they allow that, and see what the statistics are actually like compared to everywhere else. Because it will still have to do with the quality of life, wherever you're living and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know if it would necessarily like, because you can now. I think because people abuse stuff. When you give people something free, because they know it's not usually free, greed happens. Think about COVID when they had to say you can only buy one packet, one pasta. Do you get what I mean? Because people know that they could. So our nature, as much as we think our nature would wants to rebel, our nature is also to indulge. So there is that, and also it opens up the gates for people to kill people and be like, oh no,
That's
himself.
True. That is true. But let's just say, it wasn't a situation where people were given stuff for free necessarily. But let's just say, for example, there's no laws against stealing. So if you went to a shop, you could take whatever you wanted. But remember, you have to contend with the shop owner.
Yeah.
Who obviously be there and protect his goods, right? In a world where there was no police that would be called for this, do you think people would steal as much as they would? Or do you feel like people would understand and also put themselves in a position where it's like, okay, cool. In another scenario, I am the shop owner.
Yeah.
So I'm going to respect you here so that society also respects me where I am the owner.
I don't think
No.
so, because original sin runs too deep. Like someone, like everyone doesn't, it's not possible for everyone to think the same, because it's possible for, like, let's say people in this room, for example, to think like that. When you go outside, there'll at least be one person who's just going to take as much as they can. And they'll have their people as well that will do it with them. So I don't think...
Look at when we were talking about the lady who does pay what you can.
Yes.
Oh,
we were
yes.
talking about
yes.
that, right? Yeah. And I was even saying, I'm going to pay, if you're giving me the opportunity to pay less and receive the same service, I'm going to do it because you've given me the option.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So everyone's going to do for self because ultimately we are as humans, we are selfish. We're always going to think for ourselves first. So if you're telling me that, because think about it, especially now, because he lives, and you see the prices of things, you think I'm going to be paying £8 for butter? Yeah, right.
Salmon is expensive.
Do you see what I mean? If I know there's no consequences and it's a thing, I'm going to be like, bro, I love you, but today I don't have it in me. I do not have the capacity to pay £8 for butter.
Exactly.
I'm going about my day.
Well, I'd rather pay the £8 for something else.
Yeah.
Not Lepak.
So I don't think, I think you have too much faith in humans.
Yeah, and I think also
and
people's
mankind.
priorities are different. Because think about when it was, when people were looting during the riots and stuff. Those people that was actually going there getting food. Because that's what they were getting rice, because that's what they needed. And people were like, no, I'm going to Harrods. Selfishness, that's what I'm going. Do you know, because people are different. And again, like Olivia was saying, people's is the nature.
Yeah.
It ranges.
Let me put this scenario to you, It's just a small thing.
Sorry, to add to that though, I do think that if we were in a society with that kind of system, I think at first people will be greedy, but I think over time, because it's like now like our norm, people will calm down.
Okay. So
Do you think the initial surge will cause too much confusion and it can cause more drastic things to happen?
I think it will be chaotic at first, but I think it will calm down. Because when I think about lockdown and people were like bulk buying and stuff like that, when they weren't allowed to, like, things calmed down. When people realized that you were being ridiculous and the government were like, there's so much food being thrown away, it makes no sense. We're not going to run out of food. We're like, oh, okay, all right then. Do you get me? So I feel like over time, when that becomes the norm, because people adjust to what the new normal is. Yeah. And so I feel like over time, like, people will adjust to the fact that, oh, actually, like, I don't have to go there and take 5. I can just take 1. Because when I come back tomorrow or in the afternoon, there'll be another one there for me to take.
Yep. What are you going to say?
I feel like it has a ripple effect. Because, like, people stopped rushing to the shops. But in terms of, like, goods in general, like, the cost of stuff, that's all the ripple effect it had. So, like, we don't feel it as much. Okay, we don't have to go fight people in the shops for toilet paper and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, like, supply chain, like, a lot of other effects
true.
it had on society
Yeah.
that we don't see
That's-
immediately.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
We did economics, innit?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Alright, I want to ask you guys this question, yeah. When you're driving, yeah,
Yeah.
and you get to like a set of traffic lights, like a proper junction, yeah, that you're used to. Imagine those traffic lights not working. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you get across quicker with no lights or with lights?
Slower.
With lights, because it's chaos.
Yeah.
Serious?
I think so, yeah. Because you know what it is, yeah? And obviously, because the thing with traffic lights is it allows order, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And function. And the thing is, like we said, yeah, not everybody is of sound mind.
Yeah.
So you're going to have people who are going to try a thing or like not assess the situation like properly. And I feel like, basically, I feel like it increases the chances of accidents happening because everyone is literally just going to think you know what I mean? You see how like with roundabouts, yeah, it's not even an unwritten rule, but it's like you give way to the right. So that works because everyone knows you have to give way to the right. However, hella accidents still happen at roundabouts.
True.
Do you see what I mean?
But are you comparing the amount of accidents to the amount of situations where there's no accidents? You may just get one accident a day.
No, but my point is, although there's like an unwritten rule of order, it's still a common, like roundabouts are still common for accidents to happen in comparison to traffic lights and other places. So I'm saying, and that's somewhere that doesn't have traffic lights, right? So there's no like rigid order. It's just giving people free. So I'm saying, imagine that with a junction where there's nothing. It would be 10 times worse.
I've always thought, that in those situations, I get across quicker. Because I feel like nobody wants their car to get crashed.
So Nigerian.
Okay. Very
You know what I'm
Nigerian.
saying? Like,
Just going.
You are the person of no sound mind I'm talking about, by the way. Just saying.
because all the lights, are operating, but sometimes the lights are red for longer than they need to be.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm
I do agree that sometimes lights are, and I do think some places they're not fair. So you can have like a junction with like 4 traffic lights, and there's one part in particular that, like, for example, you see coming here, you know the one I'm talking about where the petrol station is, McDonald's is on the other side. You see if I'm turning right, that traffic light in particular is different to the others, It is shorter than all the others. So it's like, why do we, and we're crossing. Why is ours shorter than everybody else's? So then that queue leads on to the A12 and is a lot longer. Do you get what I mean? So I get it.
But is it a busy junction or?
Yeah, it's quite busy. Yeah, it
No,
is.
in the context of the question as well. Though,
Oh, okay.
Is the junction busy? Like,
It
was
is.
it just your any junction? Because think of like just a crossroad, right? That you go through every day. If you just put traffic lights there now, do you think there'll be more order? But without the traffic lights, that crossroad was fine. Like, I feel like you can get through faster without traffic lights.
See what I'm saying? Economics.
That ain't got nothing to do with economics, first of all. Yeah, I think it would really just depend on behind. Because if me and you go, you clearly will just speed through, like the Nigerian that you are.
No, I'll take my time, but
I'll be extra cautious though, because I'm aware that people like you are on the road.
But that's the thing. People like me will be mindful of their own cars. My own self-interest will make sure I don't crash into you. You know what I'm saying? So I protect you by protecting myself.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing
Not
you.
convinced.
You know what I'm saying? Cool. But I think like we know why traffic laws are in place.
Yeah.
But I think why is attempting suicide illegal?
Why is it legal?
Illegal.
Oh, illegal.
Like,
Like,
in
why
the
is that a
context
law?
of what you
Do you
said.
know what though? Yeah, I think also we have to understand the impacts suicide can have on those
others,
being
yeah.
affected. Let me
Yeah.
give you an example. Jumping in front of a train. That impact the train driver who has to live with that and deal with that.
Yeah.
The passengers on the plane. Maybe the people who were like around the area who had to witness it. I'm not justifying it, but I'm saying like
Of course.
suicide
Doesn't
doesn't
just affect
just
the person.
impact the person
Yeah.
who's committing suicide. There are so many other people that it can impact. Obviously, this is different to jumping off a bridge at like 3 o'clock in the morning when no one's there. Do you get what I mean? But and then I guess the resource again. This sounds a bit harsh, but like the resources that have to be used to to deal with it. Do you get what I mean? So,
Yeah.
for example, like
Cost,
the
ambulance,
cost of
everything.
like
Yeah.
having to maybe look for the body, and you know what I mean, or like rectify things, or if it's a train, the damage caused to the train, like if the train came off the, you know what I mean. I'm just thinking. I guess I'm thinking about it from an economics point of view as to why it could be illegal. Not saying that it should be though.
Do you
That's
feel
definitely
like,
one of the things.
Do you feel like making something illegal actually stops it though? Because you can make suicide illegal. Doesn't mean people. It's like guns in America, for example.
Yeah.
You make guns in America illegal. Doesn't mean people are all of a sudden gonna. Oh, let's not do that.
Let's not
Like,
do that.
I don't. The thing is, I feel like suicide isn't something. It's not like everything else, isn't it? So, if I'm gonna commit suicide, regardless of whether it's legal or not, if I want to commit suicide, because the act in itself, I'm so sorry, but to me, do you know how brave you have to be to attempt to commit suicide? Like that's not a small
I would
feat.
say
Like
that.
it's massive. So, put it this way: if I'm courageous enough to attempt suicide, what's jail?
Yeah.
Or what's do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it doesn't. They didn't think
That
about
is nothing
Yeah.
compared to what I'm literally considering doing. In my mind, anyway, that's how I process it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because it's the same as people that commit crimes and offences. Everything that's illegal, you know what the consequences are.
Yeah.
But you still commit them anyway. As in, if that's the case, our jails wouldn't be overcrowded. So I don't think making something illegal with the hopes of reducing it happening is effective, personally.
And I guess if we're kind of okay with laws being put in place to kind of curb destructive behaviors, so alcohol, drug abuse, suicide, whatever, are we okay with the people who put these laws into place? Because at the end of the day, obviously people may have different opinions on this, but these laws don't come from God. They're man-made laws. Hence the reason why they change and they're different from country to country. So are we okay with the people who put these laws in place? Or do you feel like in certain situations there should be no laws? Laws in certain things, definitely, but certain things, no. And maybe even the things that there are no laws currently, we should have laws.
I think some laws definitely do benefit those who put those laws in place. I can't think off the top of my head, but I know what I mean. Like,
What about lockdown? You know when they said you can't meet in groups?
oh, and have parties,
Yeah.
and you
And
had
then-
you had our
The
beloved
corporate-
leaders
yeah.
having a party. Exactly, that's a prime example. It's one rule for one and a different rule for another. What do I think is currently that there are no rules, but there should be?
I can't think of anything.
You know what I think is good? What I do think is good, though, is how, as society has progressed, things have come into place that weren't a thing before. So, like, you know, like revenge porn. Like, I think it's good that now that has become a thing, because obviously back in the day, it wasn't. And a lot of people have been, like, not a lot, but you know what I mean? There've been a lot of victims.
Yeah, 100%.
What else?
Vaping.
Oh, you see, nothing annoys me. Like the other day, I left the gym, and I was talking to like a group of boys in the gym, and he just whipped out his vape, and I just thought, you just came from like the gym is there. Like we haven't even left the car park of the gym. We're still on gym ground.
Gym ground.
You didn't want to wait. Like I thought, wow.
Because I even see like kids. Like I remember when we were in VMA, and then I saw some year 7s like right before school with a vape. I was thinking, how did you even get that?
Do you know what the thing is? I think. Do you know what I think the problem is? Vaping is cool. Like the way it's portrayed here is that it's meant to be cool. Do you get what I mean? So I think it's and because there's flavors.
It's like
and
it's the new
different
cigarettes.
colours.
Because when we were younger, it was like the whole
and
thing
kids
about
that used to
cigarettes is
smoke.
cool.
Like you know when it's like you're 12, 13 smoking. I just used to think,
Where are you going
because you
for?
want to do bad gang because it looks cool. Because don't lie to me, you do not enjoy that.
I
Does
feel like
not
cigarettes
taste
where you
nice.
smoke when life is hard. Like life is really hard.
Cigarettes don't look cool, man.
Like cigarettes, but that's when we were younger. There was a lot of cigarette ads, and I feel like that's probably why vaping has gone up, because they didn't think there was anything. They didn't think we were gonna leave cigarettes and go to something else. But again, addiction is the problem. It's not about like people always find other vices.
Yeah.
You can't just tell this person to wean off this thing. That's fine. I'll wean off this thing, but I'm gonna find a new addiction. So I feel like because growing up, there was so many cigarette ads and anti-smoking, and it's not cool. Don't do it. And there's a lot of girls in my year that would smoke cigarettes and stuff. But always stank up the class. But they always did that. But then now vaping is that new thing. So they're going to spend time now doing vaping ads and telling them anti-vaping, blah, blah. But then in a few years' time, it's going to be something else that they've moved on to because you're not dealing with the root issue. So,
and do you feel like sometimes having those laws in place kind of take away the effort that could be put towards sorting out the root issues? Or do you feel like it's just a necessary step anyway? It's better than nothing.
I think sometimes is that mindset is better than nothing.
Okay.
Because I think there's so many things. I can't think off the top of my head now, but there's so many things in society that there's so much rules and laws about that it's like there's a bigger thing at play here that needs to be sorted out, and that's not being sorted out, or that's not being invested in, and then it's like okay, it's almost like a let's be seen to be doing something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Before we wrap up, I do want to ask this question because I remember speaking before on the show about the weighted voting system that I spoke about before, where I believe certain people should have a greater voting share compared to other people because certain people are prone to make poor decisions. Why should they have the same value of opinion as you, right? With that being said, the counter argument would be, as a human being, you're born with the right? And therefore, you should be allowed to have the right to make a bad decision if you want to, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you may know eating this crazy burger with like 4 patties in it is crazy for your health, but you deserve the right to make that decision. In this scenario here, right, do you feel like that's kind of, with these laws, it kind of stops you from being able to make that decision? Because if you want to make certain decisions that are destructive for your health, especially if you do it contained in your own room, why should there be a law to kind of prevent this?
But it's what Olivia's saying though, because sometimes things don't just affect you. So you can make all the poor decisions you want to make about your health, but at some point you're going to be relying on the government to help you hospital-wise and medically.
What if I wrote a note saying, don't help me, I'm doing this for me, this is an experiment, if I don't survive, fantastic.
You have people connected to you.
Yeah.
So you're affecting them now because you want to like run yourself down. If you had no one connected to your person, go somewhere
and do that. It's like again, island.
Yeah.
But like I feel like even with that, even if there was a note saying this, that, if you're walking on the high street, like doctors take an oath. They have to declare that they're doctors should there be a medical emergency. No one's got time to go and pick up, unlock your phone, see what little notes you got in your little note app. You've already been saved. Do you get me?
You've saved you already.
They already saved you already.
Yeah.
Then you're like, do you get me? Like, it's not. I think sometimes some things are not practical.
Yeah.
And sometimes some things just don't just affect you because again, you've got to think of like influence. Like think of like school kids and the lunch menu, the food menu at school. If they just allow them to eat whatever they want to eat, there's people that are raising their kids like in a healthy manner, whatever, doing all that effort to make sure their kids like vegetables and drink water and whatever, and then these other kids don't have any consequences. That can rub off on your child. But you're doing so much work to make sure your child is healthy. But because they can be in this environment where there's no consequences and it's not being monitored, that can make them fall off the wagon because they spend more time in school anyway than anywhere else. So unfortunately, some things just don't affect just you.
True indeed.
So, yeah.
True indeed. All right. I think we can wrap up there, man. It's a good way to end it.
Wonderful. Let's get back into our headlines.
All right, people. Big trigger warning on these next set of headlines. Pretty much for this whole section. Police have said that the suspect in the triple murder of 3 women in Hertfordshire is in a serious condition in hospital and has yet to be questioned. So police had been searching for Kyle Clifford after Carol Hunt, 61, the wife of BBC live commentator John Hunt, and 2 of their daughters, Hannah and Louise, 28 and 25 respectively, were found dead at home in Bushey on Wednesday. Clifford was found with injuries in the Hillyfields area of Enfield, North London. A crossbow has also been recovered by officers. Detective Superintendent Rob Hall from Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire and Hertfordshire Major Crime Unit said, "Our thoughts remain with the victims' families and loved ones at this devastating and indescribable time. They are being supported by specially trained officers." You guys heard about that? The crossbow?
You know, I didn't know it was a DV situation.
He's an ex-boyfriend of
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's what it was.
youngest
So
victim.
one of the daughters, he was her ex, and basically
Yeah.
she broke up with him.
Imagine.
Yeah.
And
went
did,
and
and as a
dumped it
result
in
of
the
that, that's
family.
what he did. I said,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Crossbow.
With a crossbow in
mad.
2024.
And he's just walking, and like there's CCTV footage from like someone's ring camera of
When
when
he's
he
walking
left.
around
And
with
he just looks. Do you know what he looks like? Because I would have seen him and not batted. Like he looked like a builder. Like you know when the builders are going to load up the vans because he just got a big bag, and he just killed 3 people.
Nuts.
I think they said that when they got there, they were still alive, and they weren't able to help. They died at the scene.
Sorry, a crossbow is literally like,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, mad.
Where
like
was he
bow and
storing
arrow.
that? Like,
No, where do you get that from?
where did you get?
mad.
He's a sicker, and I hope he stays alive. I need him to stay alive, and I hope he don't die from the silly injuries that he
Yeah.
has. So he can go to jail, and I pray that every single day he gets jumped, every single day. Like he wakes up, it's like, yep, you gotta get out of this cell. Yep, they're ready for you. They're gonna jump you. Absolute sicko.
Sad. Next headline, trigger one, like I said, Manhunt. Basically, after 2 suitcases were filled with human remains.
What is wrong with people?
Yeah, they were found at Clifton Suspension Bridge. So Avon and Somerset police said that they're working to immediately locate the man and to identify the deceased victims. The force arrived at the bridge around 10 minutes after reports of the man acting suspiciously, but he had already left the area. The man had left 1 suitcase behind, and the second was found shortly after by police. The suspect arrived at the bridge by a taxi just before midnight on Thursday, and the vehicle and the driver were swiftly located to help with the inquiries. Both cases contain what is believed to be human remains, and post-mortem examinations are taking place today. And our last headline, again, teenagers been found guilty of murdering an ex-partner's 4-month-old baby by shaking him to death. Carl Aylesbrook, who was 16 when he caused catastrophic bleeding to the brain, whiplash-type injuries and multiple bone fractures to Elijah Shemwell just 7 weeks after meeting the child's mother. Imagine.
7 weeks.
7 weeks after meeting her. Now, he's 19 years old and he's denied causing any harm to Elijah, but was unanimously convicted of both murder and causing grievous bodily harm with intent by a jury at Derby Crown Court on Thursday. High Court Judge Mr. Justice Jeremy Baker said that there's only one sentence that can be imposed, but part of that sentence will be a determination of the minimum term that you will have to serve. Medical evidence presented during the 5-week trial showed Elijah suffered brain damage from being shaken on at least 3 separate occasions, including New Year's Day, also the 2nd, so the day after, as well as 17 bruises around his chest, back and stomach, consistent with grip marks. This is what these animals are doing, man. But it's sad. But that's it for the headlines. It's time to pay them bills.
All right, let's get into some word on road. Okay.
It's been a minute.
My first one's actually, sometimes I'm just shy for people. I'm very, very shy for people. So Lani, you all know Lani Good, the Badders producer and director and whatnot. She decided to make a skit. Well, she attempted, because sometimes things are just not funny. So the whole trigger warning, the whole crossbow situation of that murder, she decided to make a skit about it. And she was pretending to be like a reporter looking for, because obviously remember the guy was missing for time and whatever else. And she was getting cooked. And sometimes I like people's fingers being torn. I just think it's fun to watch. But she was getting cooked because of that. And sometimes as well, you might not clock the foolishness of in your act. But then when people are cooking, you can sit down and be like, oh, actually, maybe, perhaps, I should have done that. She defended what she was doing. She said it wasn't that deep. She said she was pretending to be, her thing was about the guy being found. She's like, he's a murderer. That, you know when people try to, like, I did a funny thing about a murderer. What are you talking about? It's not that. I just thought, you know what, you're very pathetic. Highly insensitive.
You know what the problem is with her, yeah? She gets very, very defensive. Like,
It's
extremely.
crazy.
And it's because she's always on the receiving end of people's, like...
Because you
But
keep acting a damn
time,
fool.
a lot of the time, you are the problem.
Oh,
You know what?
sister.
You're right. Because when I saw that, I just thought, you know, this is very tone deaf.
Extremely.
Like, I don't know why you thought it was funny.
What kind of mind do you have that even made you come up with such an idea?
Yeah.
sometimes you got to think about what it is that's in your mind. That, do you mean that even brought this into your head, and then you didn't even stop it there. You said, "Oh, that's a good point." Then you did several takes. Then you edited the video. Then you posted it, and then people are telling you this is so insensitive, and you just have no remorse. Long may she continue to get cooked. That's what I've got to say about that. The next story I thought it's actually quite sad. Actually, hopefully raises awareness of mental health illnesses and crisis and stuff like that. But basically, Nicolas Cage has a son with his ex called Christina Fulton. And basically there was a time where she was, because they've got a child, and she was called because her son was having, he's like 33. He was having a mental breakdown, basically, a mental crisis. And he's 33. And his friends called her. And then when she went there and whatnot, obviously he was having a crisis and whatnot. And he basically assaulted her, quote unquote assaulted her. But then when the police came and whatnot, she was trying to say to the police, no, like, this is not a press charges situation. He needs to go to the doctors. He needs to be whatever. Anyways, yeah, they are pressing charges and whatever else. I'm sure there must be some kind of law where you can kind of, be like, no, I don't want to move on with that. But I just thought it was really, really sad how that there's not that much awareness even in the police, the protection side of things. Because if someone's having a crisis, their intent is different to somebody who just sees someone and attacks them and assaults them. Do you get me? So I thought it was very sad, and she talked about, she just talked about how it was very difficult. It was very difficult. It happened in April, I believe. But she said, as a mother, I'm deeply saddened and concerned about his ongoing mental health crisis. It's imperative that he receives the help he desperately needs. And she said that she asked the police that he needed to be detained for a mental health evaluation, but they refused her request. But they basically detained him and said that he punched, the police basically said that he punched 2 victims multiple times, he caused them injury, and a police report was completed and blah, 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 blah. But love and light to her about that. He was actually arrested, had to pay bail, 150k bail. It was a whole thing. And I just feel like that's quite sad. Because again, when people have crisis, they don't, like, when people are in that kind of crisis, they don't know what they're doing. They're unaware. They're mentally incapable of controlling themselves in that way. So I just thought that was quite sad, man. But love and light to her and her family. Brent, I sent you an email. Sorry, I forgot to say.
Got it.
Thank you. So basically, what's her name? Meagan Good is in a new film that's produced or created by Tyler Perry. I actually can't remember the name now. My apologies. And they were at the screening for it and whatnot. And she's going out with Jennifer Majors. Yeah, that's still going on.
Mate, did you see? I watched that and it was, when I say,
we've got the video.
The level of pain, like, no, the shyness.
Gina, the shyness.
This is Michael Ealy.
Yes. But you know what? I want to talk about it after because
shyness. I
want to know what everyone's opinions is because I felt like, wow.
You know what? It's for me, the energy it gave is, I don't mess with your boyfriend. Your boyfriend's whack. I don't respect him and I don't rate him. Because even when she tried to bring him in the picture, I thought, sis, you're making it worse.
Do you see where he turned his body like, no. You see him in the picture?
It was disrespectful. 100%.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there's that as well. I mean, yeah, there's...
I forgot about the part. And swinging their legs and the
I forgot about the hug. Okay, let's watch it, please, Ben.
Look at his face. No, Brent.
It's because he opened up his bag twice.
An already open bag.
Look at him. Look at his face.
So rattled.
And he airs him.
Oh, man.
Nah, hold on. No, acknowledgement.
You know when you're hearing somebody call you from behind?
Yeah, you start turning around.
You said my name.
Oh, man.
No, Brent.
Brent got rude. Oh, he would lean forward a bit,
No, look at his face.
No, please.
He is rattled.
He can shade.
No, you see how she tried to get
We
me in
didn't
the
look
picture?
at his weight at all. Like,
No. Can I be honest? I love that for Michael though, because that's the level of petty.
Okay, so see,
I'm on that vibe.
I feel like that was rude.
No, 100%. But
I don't feel like.
But it's clearly, I feel like
it wasn't nice. It's not a nice thing to have
Nice
done.
thing to do, nah.
It's not, yeah. But I think. Do you know who I think is in the wrong here?
Who?
Meg.
Why? Why am I in it?
Let me land.
smiling bear.
Let me land.
Yeah.
Let me land. If I, there's several reasons. Yeah. Number one, if they might have history that we do not know about, right?
Who?
Michael Ealy and Jonathan.
Megan. Oh, and Jonathan. Okay.
Right? They might have.
worse.
Oh,
They
previous
might have
beef.
history.
Okay, yeah.
That we are not aware of.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
if she was aware of that, she shouldn't have allowed him to hug her and all of that stuff. She should have put a boundary in place.
No, but she's no, but that's her brother. That's her brother though.
Doesn't matter.
Think like a man.
No.
One,
I
two,
get
maybe
it's your
three.
brother, but no, I don't care.
Yeah,
Boundary in it.
I think she just said hello separately.
She literally should have been like. She should have.
I think she'd have walked away from Jonathan and gone to say hello.
Especially in the public.
Yeah,
eye,
she
like,
should have.
Michael
She
as
should
well,
have.
he's
She should have
violent.
handled it different. Yeah. Number two, if that isn't the case,
Yeah.
and they don't have history or whatever,
And because of maybe the abuse and
she
he's
should have
blacklisted.
been like. She should have introduced them or forced them to like
Interact.
because
like you would say hello to him.
You didn't say hello to him. I'll be like, oh, you know Jonathan. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would have forced some sort of
Interaction.
Do you get what I mean? If I was her, because that's hella awkward for you, for a man to be lifting you.
Do you know what's mad, Gina?
Doing kiki.
First of all, yeah.
So apparently, breaking news.
Breaking news.
This is the footage before the footage we just saw, right?
Oh, I don't have my glasses.
Oh, Brent.
Our US correspondent has sent it in.
Thank you, Stacey.
Shout out to Stacey.
got
Let's see,
Stacey
let's
every
see what
time.
we got here. First time watching this.
Let's go.
Let's see what we got.
Let's do
Does
this.
this change anything? Let's see.
You might have to talk this out to me, boy. Oh, is this a slow mo?
He hugged him first.
Is he really hugging him though?
It's like a sign.
His eyes are on
You
Megan.
guys, no, but you don't get a full hug.
He don't even watch him. Look. His eyes are on Megan.
Okay, that's fair then. Oh, that's
Oh,
calm
guys,
then.
this changes everything.
Oh, that's calm then.
It changes
Oh,
everything.
that's alright. I'm swinging my legs up there.
No, hold on. It changes everything because
Okay, fair.
he hugged him first, so they would
Yeah.
not
Yeah, fair. Okay, fair.
acknowledgement.
Oh, that's it then.
He might have gone a bit too excited, but ultimately, like you said, we know the relationship between him and Meg.
Yeah, they're brother and
They've
sister.
been in the industry for the same amount.
Yeah, exactly.
The industry runs deep.
I will say that no man has lifted me up in front of like that in front of a man.
Can I be honest?
I wouldn't.
I couldn't get lifted like that in front of a man.
Brent will do that though.
I couldn't get lifted in front of a man.
Brent,
Violation.
look at me. Brent will do that to me. He knows he will. Brent, are you
In front of
telling-
her man.
Brent, I promise you.
now.
To
Brent.
be honest, his
Roll your
the
tail, let
man
me see
would
your
already
face.
know our thing. You get me? So it's not
Brent
even
will.
offensive.
Do you know what's strange?
a
Do you know
violation.
beats and you know
Not even offensive.
no Brent, you know the first beats and
This
bands,
is
yeah?
offensive, bro.
Brent,
lifted his
you know the first beats and bands. Someone said to me, "Is that your man?" I said, "No." Why? He goes, "Wow, because that
That hug was tight.
he said that embrace was wow. That's like
No, warm embrace.
literally. He said, "Are you sure for you?" And I
He
said,
did it
"No."
himself. You're annoying.
Hey, Brent is lifting me and
I'll be
swinging me
honest,
around.
100%.
Yeah, I just think you gotta know your partner. I think you gotta know your partner.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, don't be lifting me up. but I do think it's a thing of like the person you have the relationship with actually though.
Nah, don't
Yeah, actually, I think it's if it's just a colleague from the industry. I guess if it's one of Brent could lift me up.
Straight.
But then, say I see Taser. Taser's cool. Taser can't lift me up in front of a man. Put me down. Yeah, I think it depends on the closeness, the proximity. But seeing that he did hug him before, that's fine then. I thought he aired him, like just outright aired him.
Straight to the...
I thought that was extremely rude.
That's crazy.
And I like him. So I did cook Meagan Good a lot of times. During the Jonathan Majors trial. I did. I didn't like to either because she had been married and was going for a divorce with Devon Franklin. Well, that divorce was like 3 years ago. But I didn't like her. I really like Meagan Good. I like her. I like her principle, I like her values. But I just didn't like the fact that she was being his Coretta. And she was rolling around the church, court with a Bible and a plastic cup. It was getting on my nerves. It was just getting on my nerves. I am back liking Meagan again because she was on Club Shay Shay. And I really liked the interview. Club Shay Shay is doing, he's having good conversations, you know. I haven't watched the Megan Thee Stallion one because that was during my, sabbatical. I'm reckon I'll go back and watch it. But, so I did watch the Meagan Good one and it was really good. So she talked about Jonathan and talked about, then a loving relationship. I think it's real. Because I thought it was a PR thing. I did. And obviously PR contracts can last a few years. You know what I mean? But I think it might actually be real. I think they actually are being serious. That's funny. Oh, no, okay, so this is that you're serious about this, man. Okay, cool, cute. And then she also talked about her divorce from Devon Franklin. So when obviously that happened, they were married for 10 years and they went viral, obviously because Meagan Good is Meagan Good. I'll be honest, I didn't know who Devon Franklin was until Meagan Good made him her husband. And they had a book called The Wait. I never finished that book, but they had a book called The Wait where they basically were both celibate before they met each other. They're both Christians, and he's a pastor. And they basically waited before they got married. Ciara did the same thing. So around that time, it was like a long conversation about Ciara and Russell, and then Meagan Good and Devon Franklin. And they're married for 10 years. They never had any kids, anything like that. But out of nowhere, it was just like, we're getting a divorce. And obviously, it was people, they always just looked happy. So there's never really any details. And I think one of the things I really respect about them is that they don't talk trash about each other. Like, they've never gone on he's this or she's this. Like, the respect is still there. And she was saying in the interview that they're actually still cool friends. She was saying at the time of the divorce, so he actually divorced her. Like, he was one who filed for the papers and whatnot. I reckon it's to do with children. I reckon it's like he wants children and stuff, but she don't. But then she did say, like, when she was talking in the interview, there was something she said, she was like, oh, like, when I have children or when I did whatever. Just talking about, like, future plans and whatnot. So she said it that way, but I just don't know. But I reckon it's related to children. But she did make it clear that it's nothing to do with cheating. She wasn't exactly expecting a divorce. But she also said that she commends him because it was a brave thing to do, given he's a pastor. And obviously, with pastor, and if you're leading a church and stuff, you getting a divorce is a big thing because word of God, And she said as well, like, she said she was angry with him because she felt like, why are you doing this to me?
No, he gave up on her.
Yeah, but then she was saying how as well, like, basically one of her biggest fears is getting a divorce. Her parents got divorced at 10 years, separated. So she said that was her biggest fear, is 10 years as well, that happened to her. So it basically just a pattern that repeated itself. But she was saying how now she's a lot more, she's not happy that she went through it. She's basically saying that she doesn't regret the marriage at all, doesn't regret the time they spent together, because she said basically one of my greatest fears came true. And she said, now I have nothing to be scared of. She said, so now she's like, she says she's loving differently in her current relationship. She also said that she respects him because obviously it must have been a difficult thing, given he's a pastor and whatever else. She's still a Christian, because I think people try to make jokes about her show on Netflix, Harlem, talking about in the show, because it's like a show that makes sexual references and stuff. They're talking about, that's why they left it and whatever. But she's saying also that they're cool, like they're friends. She said she was also upset with God because it's like, that's my greatest fear. Like, I did everything the way you wanted me to do it. I was celibate. You told me to marry this man. I married him. Like, I did everything by the book. So why this happened? But she said how she's learned so much from it. She's grateful for what they shared. She feels like it's made her a better person. And it's all love. Like, it's no beef. They're still cool. They're still friends. And it's great. I really liked her. She talked about her career as well. She also said something that a lot of people have said. And when, what's her name? Taraji was talking about the whole pay thing with the colour purple and whatnot. Oprah wanted to pay the workers allegedly and stuff. She said at the time that Tyler Perry was the first person who paid her worth. Meagan Good said the same thing. She said for this film, Tyler Perry just said to her, and I think this is what Taraji said. A few people have always said this about Tyler Perry. So for all he is, insisting on the kind of films he's going to make, kind of like Shonda Rhimes. Shonda Rhimes loves a mixed race couple. Oh, that woman loves a black woman going for a white man. Oh, she loves it.
I'm not going to lie, she needs to reduce it though, because I'm tired of seeing it.
Like, she loves it. Huh?
Is she with a white man?
She's got to be.
I read her book.
I think she is.
And I don't remember.
She's got to be.
I don't remember. She
has to be, because it's a chokehold.
Yeah.
It's just a rest.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so Tyler Perry is what Shonda is to, whatever. But anyways, she also said that Tyler's the first person that paid her what she's worth. She basically said that he asked her, what do you want to get paid? And she's like, I'm going to go talk to my agent. He said, no. What do you want to get paid? And she was moving all shy because obviously the conversation around pay, discrepancy with black actresses and whatever. And then she said that she spoke to Jonathan. He was like, no, ask for this. And then she went and thought about it and then said to Tyler, oh, this is what I want. And he was like, oh, that's what I was going to give you. Like, yeah. And she said how she broke down and she cried because it felt like for the first time someone's actually, like someone's not just seen her value, because people see her value, but they never feel like they should compensate for her value. And she felt like for the first time she was actually being compensated for her value. She's been in the industry, she's been acting since she was a kid. It's crazy. So she talked about all of that stuff and her journey with acting, and like even because she seems like very sweet and very cute and stuff. But she was talking about like when she was younger, she got in a few fights and whatnot, and she's been a Christian. She's been saved since she was 12 years old, she said, actually. It was really, really interesting. It was very interesting learning about her life. I feel like she never really had a proper sit-down interview. So it was nice to get an insight into her life and, you know, what she's got going on and stuff like that. But she seems really, really happy. I think she looks amazing. Some of the people on Twitter are trying to talk about how she doesn't look, like they feel like she's basically she's lost it. Whatever it is that that she's had all these years, they feel like she's lost that magic. I don't think so. That woman looks good as heck for a 40-plus woman. So she talked about all the films she's been in. She was in Friday. I actually didn't clock in Friday.
Yeah, when she's at the little girl at the ice cream truck.
But she was talking about how she kept forgetting her lines. And Chris was like, "Ma'am, you got one line." But she was talking about like how he's like her brother now. She talks about all that. She really, really went in on like just a lot of stuff. The only thing she did say she wouldn't talk about was the reason why she and Devon Franklin got divorced and stuff. But I like her, man. I was watching it, I was like, you know, girl, I can't even hate you for long. Like, I didn't hate it, I just felt like it was embarrassing. But I'm like, oh, you know what? I love love, man. I'm a lover girl through and through, so that was great. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna pass it over to you guys. How has Cambridge been?
Hey.
Not hey. Spill the tea. Don't all go at
Yeah,
once.
listen.
Oh.
They're like, where do we start?
Yeah, where do we start?
I enjoyed first year.
Are you outside?
What did you enjoy about first year?
I was there. Were you out? Yeah. What did you enjoy about first year?
Social life.
Of course.
Free from mummy and daddy's reign, isn't it? Freedom.
Like it's cool meeting new people, different types of people. Like Cambridge is what I thought Brampton would be like.
What do you think Brampton was going to be like?
Disgusting. Like last week I said leaky and then Brent got into me.
Don't care about Brent. Brent can't listen to everybody.
But I feel like you meet different types of people from different places, international students, people from Scotland, all over the UK. So when you meet people like from where we come from and then trying to like make friends with other people, at first it's hard because like what do you have in common? But I mean you find stuff, and also you find that if you go out, some of these guys they're actually like lit. But you wouldn't know that in like just by looking at them. So it's been fun to get to know people. And it's uni life, man. It's fun.
How's the studies?
It's there, man. It's there.
Studying.
Studying still. But it's
Do you feel like the transition from like sixth form or like that kind of education
That's a big jump.
to uni is a big jump?
steep.
It's crazy, isn't it? I think there needs to be something in between. I'm not gonna lie. I remember uni. I just thought, what is this? Like you lot did not. Like sixth form, college, whatever, does not prepare you for.
But do
I
you
don't
think
it
that
prepares you for university.
The jump from GCSE to A level is bigger than A levels to uni? Because I found GCSE to A level bigger.
No, university spun my head.
Really?
100%.
This first year should be pepper. I can't
Spun me.
What do you mean, how?
Even the style of teaching, because obviously remember, like lectures you're not used to having lectures. Like you're obviously in a classroom and you have a teacher, and I feel like your teachers baby you a bit more, so to speak. Like when you are in lectures, you're literally left on your own. Even the fact that lectures are not even compulsory, like you don't even have
wild.
to go. You've come to give me free will again, knowing that you've given me free will. Freshers week, parties, this, that. Like it's overload, man. It's way too much.
It's steep, man. I remember I used to like, cause I'm ambitious, innit? So I'll talk to my boy like, oh, try to finish top 10 in the year. After the first 2 weeks, I was like, boy, just get me through seconds.
I hear it.
Just give me the
But
pass.
still be ambitious though, because I feel like you never know what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. And the fact that you have that ambition, you shouldn't let it pass.
You got to Cambridge.
That's why you're there, exactly.
Exactly. But then with you guys' degrees that you're doing, does the first year count towards your final grade?
No.
It doesn't, but you have to pass certain.
Well,
exams.
definitely, yeah.
to get through.
Yeah.
And I do think, obviously, I think first year is always going to be the hardest because of the transition from like second that kind of education to that. I feel like after first year, because you know
the
what
lay of
to
the land now.
expect,
You know what to
it's
expect.
not going to be as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Olivia? How did you find it?
I think first term was amazing. And then
Why was that? Why was first time? Is it because you guys just got their social life?
Yeah, like everything was chill. Vibes were nice, just meeting different people.
Yeah.
And also we were quite comfortable because we knew people already from sixth form.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, let's say worst case you wanted to meet someone, but you didn't want to go to like a new place. I had new people in Cambridge already.
Yeah. People didn't like us for that, you know.
I know, but it's like, for example, me and Nimi, we were friends in Brampton, but we didn't talk every day. Like, we speak so much more now. We go same uni.
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah, we went to the same sixth form. People are like, oh, your sixth form stick together. But it's like, in sixth form, we weren't talking every day.
Yeah, but even like, okay, so Freshers Week, say first couple days, everyone from Brampton, we're going to like click together.
Yeah, because we're new here. Like, that's what typically happens.
Yeah, and, but even people I've never spoken to, I didn't even know some people existed like in Brampton.
Yeah, and I'm seeing them now.
And I'm talking to them now.
Yeah.
So at first, because we've seen each other previously, we'll just talk to each other, innit? But other people like from other unis, they're seen as
they know each other. They came together. They're already a thing.
So that's lit though. If you guys wanted to come together, you all came to Cambridge together. Do you know how big that is?
Yeah.
For real.
Team is lit.
Don't mind them.
Exactly. They're jealous.
I remember like, I don't know, you tell some couple people, oh, like what sixth form do you go? Brampton, start rolling their eyes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, you just
You're making a mark.
You say guess. I would say guess to them, and they'll say Brampton in it, and I'll be like, well, like when you're
That's
black
so
in Cambridge,
interesting.
just guess like.
And also,
So everyone that is black that goes to Cambridge is from Brampton.
They just assume it's Brampton.
No, they just assume that.
They just assume that.
they assume that, but it's
a different
also
level of
because we
conscious bias,
know
boy.
the year above us as well, so we're extra comfortable.
Oh yeah.
So I think,
I think that's so cool though.
Yeah.
But a couple we branched out. Like I made
New
a
friends.
lot of friends. To be fair,
Yeah.
so we didn't stick together. That would be bad if you just stick together. But yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, first time was good. Then second term, reality check. But we made it through.
Those
The
first
end.
mocks. Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
They give you guys mocks.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. Did it?
It's good because then you know what to expect. We didn't get mocks
I don't think we did.
because I didn't go to
no.
Cambridge.
Yeah, we got.
But no, my uni didn't give us. When you get to the exam hall, you find out what's tea.
Oh, I hated uni, man. Sorry. All this is stressing me out. I'm so happy I'm over. Whoo, child. I hated that place.
And then, so you said first term. So second term, you guys feel like you got back in the flow of things.
Wouldn't say I got a flow, but
Third
I
term.
was living. No, it was more so like, okay, now you're actually here for a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the type of check that hit, and it got more real because the way Cambridge terms is just so fast. Like it's 8 weeks, loads of content. So because I was having so much fun in first term, I don't really know first term content. Second term, they're hitting you with harder content. It's piling up.
I had too much fun first time.
Too much, like.
But you know what? It's normal though. I feel like
Yeah.
you have to kind of go through that. Do you know what I mean? To kind of not get out of your system, but like, I always say, remember I said this before, I don't think you should go to uni at 18. I feel like university, they should allow you to go to university later in life. Like I feel like the minimum age should be a lot older because at that point, like where you lot are, it's like you're transitioning from teenhood to adulthood, and it's like there's just so much that you're dealing with to then add higher level education that's intense. And think about it, you're in a classroom with people that are 35, 40 or like really like grown people who've done life. Do you know what I mean? They've done life, they've had all the experiences, and now they're a lot more focused and able to actually commit to this properly. Whereas at 18, you're dealing with, I don't have to answer to my parents. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it's mad. I walked into lecture like second time, I saw guys with bald patches. So I'm saying,
Yeah.
So
He said ball patches. Don't worry, you are coming.
God forbid.
No,
Let's say God forbid.
God forbid, innit? But I'm saying, I just didn't expect some people like the age, like variety
Yeah.
in
The mature students, isn't it?
yeah.
But then, do you know what it is with uni? I feel like the biggest thing with uni, like, how are you guys doing? How is your guys' like mental health? uni-wise, if you don't mind answering that, because I feel like uni is that. I think uni can be very isolating, and I think uni can be the beginning of awareness that there's a help that you got to take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
I found that was interesting. That was an interesting discovery on my part.
I feel like my friends carried me through.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Fermi, Thomas, Nimi, like they all carried me through. So if you don't have your clique of people,
it can be very
it
isolating.
can be very isolating because you're literally alone. Because even
basically,
also, we don't do the same degree, so when we're studying, it's like, I can study with him, but it's like
you can't turn and be like, oh, what do you think about this?
It's not the same as A levels or we did similar subjects. So it's very like you're doing it alone. Like you gotta, like when you're thinking, oh, I don't really want to revise today, no one's gonna come and sit your exam for you.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Nah, I definitely learned that I'm not invincible. Yeah, man. Third term, especially. Third term hit me like.
Exam time.
It was so bad. I wasn't sleeping. Wasn't good. And like you see me when I'm not sleeping, can't lie, I start tweaking when I'm not sleeping.
That one day.
I can't lie, I did it all nighter, and I couldn't even I couldn't function.
He was just walking around the room. He's like, guys, I need to sleep. Walking around.
Yeah. So sometimes, because first term, you do work, but it's not as much as you should.
Yeah.
And you feel that in the third term when it's exam season, I feel like
you got to catch up from first term.
I feel like, what have I done? Like, but I definitely agree. I think when you find your people, it's good to support each other. I think Cambridge is good for that because everyone. I mean, not everyone's doing the same degree, but because of the way Cambridge is, every degree is intense. So obviously to varying levels, but
everyone's got to work hard.
Everyone's going through that stress, innit? So it's even like me talking to Olivia, like saying we're both stressed. It's helping me out, innit? Because
you understand you're not alone. We're both going through it together.
Yeah, sorry.
That's what
I'm saying. So as even one time, I think it was just before, or was it just before exams? But it messaged me. She messaged me. Like how am I feeling? I was like, I'm cooked. She said she's cooked.
So what's cooked? Cooked as in like
done, finished.
It's not looking good. Like, but,
so it's not looking good, bro.
Well, she said the same thing, and I can't like it made me feel
there's some comfort.
Okay, yeah.
So when you have your people around you, it makes it a lot better.
Because I feel like that's not talked about enough. The mental, because my trigger warning, sorry, but in my uni, like you'd always hear of I was gonna say year 7, what they called first years, like someone who's killed themselves or something. It was always, and we had very tall buildings in Kent and stuff. Like you'd always hear us, like every year I was there, I heard a story of someone that something happened to.
Couldn't handle it. Yeah.
Couldn't handle it, and I just feel like it's very sad, but it can be very isolating because, like you said, you're by yourself. Like you've actually moved out of your house. No one, you're the only person that can keep yourself accountable. Obviously, you've got friends, and that's great. But even with that, there's only so much that your friends can really say and do and whatever. It's very serious business, man. Yeah.
Exam time in Cambridge, it's not a joke. Hey, if you can get through that, you can get through anything. I personally think.
Love that.
What made it so difficult though? The exams, like, was it? I guess a lot of it in your mind, thinking, oh, you know what, we've got X amount of modules to study for, the exams like this, or was it like, okay, cool, I think it's gonna be tough, and when I sat the first paper, this was real. It's just as tough as this, or like what's the experience like?
Okay, for me, it was okay. So each holiday, like after each holiday, we have mocks.
Yep.
Yeah. So then it was the mocks before the exam. Yeah. And I got my results. I passed all but it wasn't shaky. Like.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, and the mock wasn't on all the content as well. So, and that, all the small content I got, it was shaky. So that sort of urgency now is there. And especially for my degree, it's for medicine, it's not, for first year anyway, it's not like the concepts are ridiculously hard. But it's just the sheer amount of information that I have to have. Like, in the first month, we basically done all of the same content as A-level.
Wow.
So, and you have to know all of it. And it's not, and for my exams, it's not like, this paper is for this module. It's like every single paper is every module. So you need to know everything for every paper. So that's what made everything more stressful. So, but yeah, that's stressful still.
I don't know. I feel like for me, it's because I focus so much on the career side rather than the academic side. That's why exam time, everything just came crashing, because I focus so much on like getting in, like work experience and so on. And then my whole Easter, I literally had like a work experience like every week. So when it came to the start of Easter term, that's exam term, I promise you I knew nothing. Like I didn't know any content at all. So I was literally learning content in Easter term when people were doing practice papers. And then that's just more overwhelming now because like, oh no, I don't know
You feel like
anything.
you're behind as well.
Yeah. And the exams are in like, 2 weeks? And like you said, like every paper you have to know, even though I'm doing a maths paper, they're going to bring micro into that paper. So I have to know micro as well. Like it's not just maths, it's microeconomics with maths. Like, so everything's linked. I don't know. I wouldn't regret what I did because I feel like it worked out in the end.
I think the work experience part is very, very important. And I'm very impressed that you did that, to be honest. I feel like that's always very important. I think they don't talk about that conversation. I didn't hear that conversation enough. But I think probably just you finding a balance with it. What's the comment? Izzy says, are they in the same Cambridge college and did they have to do formal dinners or any initiations? Was there a culture shock change? I hope you don't tell me you did initiation. We're going to get on our knees and pray here. Initiating too. Amen to that.
One good.
Amen.
I'm in Murray Edwards College, all girls college. Okay. So not the same college as Nimi. But yeah, there was no initiations. It's a big culture shock in terms of like, every college is different in terms of how many black people there are. Okay. And I guess with black people, we're going to have similar culture. I'm lucky enough in my college, there's quite a lot of black girls. Okay. So I never had that problem finding like
black friends, like just friends, yeah.
Yeah, but when you go out of your college and you're mixed into other colleges, you see how other people's experiences are different. I don't know if you felt that in your college.
Yeah, I felt like in my college, there's 3 black boys, including me, and 1 black girl in the whole year.
Damn.
Wow.
So and how many people roughly in the whole year?
I want to say 200.
Damn. Wow. That's sticking out.
Yeah, and for context, mine is like, there's like 10 black girls in my year. So that's considered a lot.
Yeah.
And 200 as well. That's damn. Yeah. Oh, so, wow.
But 3
is tight. Yeah. You
So
gotta like them.
Yeah. Now they're cool, they're my good friends, but...
none of them from Brampton?
No, none of them from Brampton. But yeah, the culture shock was definitely there. Initiations, I can tell you, obviously, I joined the football team in it.
Yeah, do you know, when you say initiation, it's always the sports one, the rugby teams.
Rugby.
Now they're dipping their balls into your
rugby
tea
and them lot.
I'm going to try and play rugby, but the initiation one.
The initiation is disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, even the football one, I didn't do it.
What was it? Can you tell us? Or they're going to kick you out?
I can tell you, yeah, these men, they said, they will drive you to like undisclosed location.
What?
Yeah.
It sounds like a plot to have to get murder.
And they have to run back in diapers.
Who's running back in diapers?
You when you get dropped off. You run back.
I just thought I'm not doing it.
Run back where? To the car? That's tucked back down there?
You don't know the location.
Just run back to the centre.
I said run back to... No.
You know what? Do you know what annoys me about initiations though? Yeah? You know, initiations are just to humiliate you, which is why I don't get them.
Which is why it's weird.
You just want to humiliate me to see how far I'm, like how desperately I want that. That's nothing in this life.
I want that bad.
I want that bad to run in the city centre in Bants.
Yeah. You're so annoying.
That's even... There was one in my college, there's a medics and vet society. Yeah, so there's an initiation for that. I didn't go there was throwing eggs in that flour. Like, I didn't go to that. I went to Kenny Hostel instead. Yeah. And they were asking, where's Nimi? I was like, I was never coming to that.
So wait, so if you don't come, do you have a different experience to everyone else if you don't do it? Are you allowed? Are you out? Are you invited out?
No, with the football, yeah, but with the medics and that, there's definitely I definitely felt isolated from the rest of them.
That's fine. You ain't got egg in your face.
Yeah, I'm saying, but even throughout the whole year, I didn't really interact with the medics in my college anyway. So maybe it was that. There's only a few of them that I've chatted to.
Cool,
yeah.
And are they in the same year as you?
Yeah, but it's the older years that are doing the initiation For
I always find that
Young
weird. Like,
age.
I'm like, why are you not so happy to embarrass young people? There's a
Does it
view that
happen
you
to them?
find in the
happens-
the
yeah,
weird
it can
section
happen
of
to them as well. Like, I know drinking sock was bad.
what's the drinking sock?
They just drink.
Yeah,
Society, they
drinking
just drink.
society.
Yeah, we have a problem anyway in this country. I've been talking about it. No one's ready for that conversation. That's what Keir needs to be doing. Talking about Biden. That's what he needs to be sorted out.
Yeah,
So they just what do you call it? Drinking sock?
drinking
As in the socks on my
society.
feet.
Like sock for
Short for society, I think.
Oh, okay. There's a drinking society.
Yeah.
And all they do is drink.
Multiple,
I think
many.
Each college be
As in like a society, how you have like an ACS or football
Yeah.
society, there's a drinking one.
Yeah.
And Cambridge didn't that fly? Is it just alcohol they drink or maybe just beverages? Just beverages.
Probably just wine. Like they love wine in
they love wine
Cambridge.
still.
To be fair, Cambridge sounds like it's got some good wine over there. Some good vineyards over there. That's so crazy.
What's
So
your white friends' names?
We to start naming them. Like,
Definitely.
Is it definitely?
let's go. Lewis, Ben, other Ben.
But you know like Ben F, Ben H.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Ed.
You're ridiculous. You started that's the three.
Nah, there's a couple
Maybe it's like he had like
right
20.
now, I can't really remember. Right? Alex, you know what I mean?
You're making up names now. Let me see it.
I'm being so for real right now.
Like Harry. Have
Man-
you
man-
got
that's
any?
a good-
Yeah. Ed, Sophie,
You
No, I can start naming them off right now, but
well, you know.
off the dome, it's a bit.
Ed, Sophie, other people.
You haven't had time for relationships, have you?
Oh my gosh, wait. So you guys, because when I went to uni, right, there's this whole thing about you find your husband in uni and all that crap. Is that still a thing in your era?
Do you remember the ECSGC before?
Group chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
I'm
why
so
do I
grammar.
understand
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
this and you are like,
you're down with the kids.
The chair wrote me into
couple him
something.
up into little.
Oh really? Oh, how was that?
No.
Did
No,
you,
what-
you didn't like her?
Straight up.
Nah, man.
Well, did you enter? Did you at least say? Did you see in the group chat? Did you see what she looked like?
Yeah.
Why didn't you like what she? Is it what she looked like you didn't like? Was she white?
Nah, she wasn't white. ECS in it, she won't be right.
Oh, it was ACS.
Yeah. Nah.
she wasn't his taste.
Oh,
That's it.
Which is fair.
absolutely. Oh,
Not even that.
Absolutely.
They actually tried to force me into that. One time, I just replied to her thing, her snap.
oh, did she like you?
I don't know.
Oh,
Did she?
Olivia, wait, Olivia, let your heart out. Olivia
Spill
is
the tea.
dying.
Spill the tea. Spill the tea.
I have to do it like.
Nah, they grabbed me still.
Oh, that's so awkward. So how did you?
Wait, what we did?
I'm trying to find out how this happened.
No, Olivia, can you speak, please?
Oh,
Tell us why you ate your squimming.
why he didn't get.
Give us the
pursued.
context.
He says, well, she said she can't spill the tea.
It's not my tea to spill. It's his.
Give her permission, please, young man.
Wait,
First of all, use that. Don't let Brent.
wait, hold on.
Sweet sandwich,
Hold
wait.
on, hold
Brent's
on.
just trying to use you for entertainment. Don't allow him.
Charlie.
No, wait, hold on.
Wait, say,
on.
Charlie,
What-
you're
which-
so annoying.
Which venue? What situation?
Why you didn't want to pursue?
Okay, go.
Are you sure you know what she's saying? Because she,
All I'm saying is, if she comes and says something different,
this is live on air.
I was like, hey.
Wasn't it at the
Okay,
games
take the mic
night?
out. Whisper
Remember what-
to
games
him
night.
first.
Remember what she said at the games
Oh,
night?
yeah.
Oh my
you can say that. You
God.
can say that.
Okay, say that. Okay, what happened?
You say it.
Okay.
You say it.
Just me, Olivia. You're
was
like
bad.
me. You just like me. I'll be like, no, you say it. Before I say it now it's confusion.
Do you know what it is?
The games
No, he's
night
on no
was
friend
so-
second year.
She violated you.
Do you know what it is? People gonna listen, innit?
Okay, you don't have to.
So?
Yeah, Brent, no. Brent, it's the Brent's on the first year.
So,
But everyone was there.
she
Everyone
just
saw what
tried
happened.
my back. Okay, calm.
No, but okay, wait. I have to be responsible here.
You went all the
Okay.
way to Cambridge to get violated, Dims?
Shut up, Brent.
What?
No, don't do that.
Exactly.
I'll tell
Listen,
you what.
yeah, listen, let me tell you, yeah. You don't have to say nothing you don't want to say on this platform.
Nah, I can say this.
No, it's the thing where it happened in like a group setting.
Yeah.
Everyone knows he.
Yeah,
she
but if it's a
violated.
short group, like it's like.
No, it was a big room of people.
Okay, if you don't mind saying it, that's
No,
fine.
no,
I just don't
I
want you to
can
feel
say
like
it.
you must say it.
Yeah.
Nah, I can say it.
You're trying to go toilet.
yeah,
Oh, you got to charge that.
Okay, so what happened was we were playing. It was games night.
Yeah.
I can't remember what. Okay, there's someone. Did they ask her like who does she like and
Yeah, like what's her type?
what's that? All
Or
right,
something
cool.
like that.
Yeah.
So like, she goes tall, or not Nimmy.
Okay.
Yeah, but she said it out loud, didn't it? But
Tall
what-
or not Nimmy?
No,
Sorry.
tall. And then she
imagine?
was not
No, wait a minute. Is this the girl that they tried to force you
Nimmy. Yeah,
the audacity?
and like, I don't know. I don't know if she lied to me.
Oh, well, had you not shown interest at this point?
No, I ain't sure nothing.
Yeah, that's why.
But I'm saying like,
It's not like you got the day you deserved. It's because it sounds like they tried to put this girl with you, and then you
Prior
were
to
airing her. Is this prior to this? The ACS thing had already happened, right?
yeah. So I've. Yeah,
that's why.
I brushed it.
All right then.
But she's. But
Give us the full tea.
makes
Like, you know,
sense.
yeah, but then why is she bossing me in front of everyone? Like,
because you did that. Because you did that in front of everyone else as well. Everyone knows in the ACS knows that they tried to pay you up. You were like, hell no. Because when I asked you here, you were like, no. So sis felt like I'm gonna get my lick back.
I don't know.
But at the time, it just felt like a violence.
Yeah,
It
but-
No,
looked
it is.
so bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna dispute
Yeah.
that.
But then everyone's
It
like,
is.
everyone's thinking like why? Like,
But I feel like you violated each other.
no, but I didn't say anything to her.
Yeah, and I think that's where she took it far because hers was kind of private.
Yeah.
If you know, it's like if you know, you know situation, and then she made yours public because of the embarrassment she
You know what I'm
would have
saying?
felt.
So I was thinking like,
Because what am I in the talking about tall or not Nimmy? Shut up.
and then after she was like, oh, like she's so sorry.
Oh, she apologized.
Yeah, but she's
Oh,
going.
she's not a bad girl.
But then she said, yeah.
Not a bad
But
girl,
she
she's not
said,
quiet.
she was like, oh, I hope we can keep on speaking. Yeah.
Ooh,
I was thinking,
you
what?
didn't tell me this part.
And I'm thinking like, when will we speak?
When were we speaking?
Yeah, the Lulu is not the Salulu, sis. It's just not.
Should have given her a
That's
second
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been why she did it.
But, yeah, at that same game, I'm gonna buzz her as well quickly. Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Quickly.
I'm here
You
for the
see,
mess.
Oh my gosh.
no,
The weather,
this
right?
is genuinely one of the funniest like moments in Cambridge. Yeah. Basically, there was a obviously game that someone asked. There's a guy asked him like, which of the girls are you feeling?
Oh dear,
Yeah.
Olivia, I'm
So
scared.
then the guys said Olivia, innit? Yeah, and then, but if you see the look of disgust on Olivia's face,
That's
Oh
what.
man.
I started dying, yeah, but I'm looking at him, yeah, I'm saying, oh, nah, man, this is, but
I'll be real with you, that's worse than your thing.
But she was not apologetic at all.
No, because that's a good girl. When you said the girl apologized, thinking, girl, stand on business. Don't be you weak in the knees.
What the guy didn't even say, you just said, oh, like, she's pretty, but Olivia,
Yeah, but you don't do them things, man. You don't ever talk about you think people are pretty and then showing you no sign of interest. Keep that to yourself. Oh, that's so orcs, man. That's so orcs.
Say goodbye, Gina.
man.
See you later, girl. Oh, that's so embarrassing. So, like, what are the guys like? What are the girls like? 'Cause obviously, there's certain unis that have their, what's it called, reputations and whatnot. Now, my sister was into a Dave song the other day, and he was rhyming the one where he's rhyming DMU with this and that. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, DMU was like had the reputation it had. I'm not gonna say it, I don't get jumped, but you know,
I think it still does.
it had the reputation it had. And I think the statistics of STIs over there is high. But what's it like? Like, what are the guys like in Cambridge? What are the girls like in Cambridge?
You go first.
I don't know, cause like I was in a relationship for the start of Cambridge, so like
Okay.
I didn't really have let's say a wandering eye,
Okay, fair.
and then I got out of a relationship like halfway through Cambridge, but then I still like life got serious in it, so I wasn't really
Oh yeah, you had a lot to
yeah. So you
Aw.
could talk more to that.
What's it back to
Yeah, but then are the guys cute? Like, have guys tried to? Well, guys have tried to move to you, definitely. I mean, they're clearly declaring their love, getting funny looks back. But like, what is their game like? Like, do they have any game,
The guys,
or do they think because there's not many black people, they can just move anyhow?
yeah.
Lift me up.
Okay.
I have nothing to say.
Fair.
Maybe do you have something to say?
What do you want to speak for the guys' game?
No, you can talk for girls now. We can move on to you.
Yeah, what are the girls like?
Those are cool, man. They're alright, man.
There's some good options.
I mean,
I understand.
Says, I mean,
there's good people in it.
okay.
There's good people.
There's-
Are you seeing anybody? Are you pursuing anybody?
I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling right now.
Oh, you're such a Nigerian man.
That's what I'm saying.
Such a Yoruba man.
Cool it.
I'm just chilling. Okay, fair
So,
enough.
for the first time in your life, you are surrounded by a lot of intelligent white people. Has your mind
Sorry.
changed? about white people?
Dating.
What was his mind like
Not,
before?
not dating to be honest.
Don't put that
My mind, I didn't have any like
biases.
anyway.
Serious?
Very much.
What do you mean changed?
Do you see them differently?
Because
Because they're cultured now, innit? And they're from certain parts of the UK that you ain't never bucked before.
right.
Private schools.
Uh,
Do they have any stereotype views about you, about the people you chill with? I mean, did you get into any long conversation with them?
stereotypes about me, yes.
Really?
Okay. Walking around, like for me, I wear tracksuits.
Oh
all the
yeah,
time.
that yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
Wait,
tracksuit.
So, yeah, that.
Before you come out.
Yeah.
There's still
I
some
wear
I said
tracksuits.
come as
pens
you
and
are.
stuff.
I wear tracksuits all the time, like lectures, supervision. It's comfortable.
Comfortable wears. I hear it.
But there was one time, yeah, I'm on my way to like a placement, yeah, and I'm going with like other groups of like medical students as well.
Yeah.
And then there's one of the girls, yeah, she said like, "Oh, you look like a thug."
Damn.
Yeah,
Straight like that.
she said, that's what she
She
said.
did not even try to.
Oh my god.
She didn't even attempt to even hide that.
Right. So then I was like, what do you mean? Like, I wear this all the time. It's comfy right now. And she says, I'm sorry, but
She said she's sorry.
Yes, she's sorry.
So she knows. So I'm saying she knows. So
But-
she knows.
You get that all the time, or like if I'm going back to I get all the time when I'm going back to my comm, yeah, the what's it called, the porters, they're on you like
Like the security people.
I have to show my card, like all the time. For the first 2 terms,
Yeah.
like every time I had to show my card.
First 2 terms.
I have to
you
show
know.
that. Or people assume that I don't go Cambridge, I go ARU, and do Ruskin.
Oh, and then you're just coming here to see a friend.
You know, they don't really.
You don't know you're a future doctor. Can you imagine?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but for me, I'm just being me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just keep being yourself, man. That's it.
I feel like, and I'll not have not engaged like long conversations about that, like Brent was asking, but you talk like sometimes, or like people will say some like I was chilling with the medics in my college for one time, yeah, and then they're playing like Taylor Swift, they're playing I'm saying their
Take
music,
that and that. Yeah.
they love that, innit? So they asked me for song suggestion, innit? Yeah. And obviously,
Said anyone.
Oh my god.
me just being funny, like I just wanted to see like
What the reaction would be.
Yeah.
how they reacting it. So I put K-Trap warm,
All right, then.
and I've recorded
The reaction.
the reaction, yeah, and the room is dead silent. Just looking around, and then the next time I've bought them, they're saying, or put the Roadman music on for Nimi. Yeah.
Imagine.
Can you imagine that guy? Do you know what it's gonna be? It's Fuse.
Hey, they put what's called? They started putting on Central C. Added Central C to their playlist.
Oh, that's cute. They're trying to be inclusive though.
Imagine.
But it's just
I mean, I call it roadman music, but that's. I mean, to be fair, these drillers are not. They're drilling on the tracks too, so I call it roadman music to be honest. But that's nice that they thought, okay, next time, he's not Swifty. We will add.
So they probably don't even have Central C in the rotation?
Those group of people didn't. But
Damn, bro, you know
but
damn well.
why people like you go to the club, they're getting lit as well.
What's Central C?
Yeah,
So he's one of them. He's one. Well, actually, no, he's not. Sorry,
No, he's one of them.
apparently.
I definitely think our scene is more popular, like amongst that demographic of
Buster.
people now. So, like, if you go club, the only time that I've ever like, if you go Fleek, so Fleek is the only event that is similar to events in London. So
Somewhat urban.
yeah, like our music, so most black people go Fleek.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you guys that, like, in the clubs there, are they like still on 2008? P Square and Akon type Afro beats.
So
Is there even Afro beats on a regular day?
yeah, no Fleek, there'll be
yeah,
Afro
but
beats
that's
in it.
once like a time.
Yeah.
Really? It's once a term.
Or twice.
Twice max. Yeah.
Taser.
Yeah, for real.
Karen James Cambridge.
Nah, but if you go there, you'll see like, cause okay, the black people were like in like in a corner, yeah.
Not yoga at one table.
Yeah, we literally we do.
We actually
like,
had a table.
We actually
We actually had a table.
There's not many of you. You guys can actually go on one table.
grab a
And have your
table.
own section.
Yeah,
had
and
the
then
section.
people was like,
It was lit.
will be around. It was lit, yeah. But then if you like, I'm having fun in our section, yeah. If I'm going, I go toilet and I come back and I'm just looking at the whole club, yeah.
It looks funny.
It's
innit?
only that side that's lit.
That's lit. And everyone else just silent.
And it's
Just
just when the Africans,
jumping.
man, just like they don't know like what to do.
And these are doing, hey.
Yeah, I'm saying they don't know what to do. Like if bashment comes on, yeah. Hey, and Olivia, that's a real bashment. Like,
Oh, okay.
but there's one side of the room like vibes in, and the other side is thinking like, what the hell?
What
is
is
going on?
this?
So that
What is
different,
this Jamaican
different
song?
cultures is evident.
Yeah,
So, but it's funny to me.
I would find that funny.
Yeah.
I feel like walking into the room, like I love observing rooms, and that would just look like a meme to me. That's flipping hilarious.
Yeah.
But then, do you feel like so? Do you have any situations of like some kind of unconscious bias, racism, discrimination, anything like that?
I feel like, I guess there's walking around sometimes, like, you get certain looks from, like, people that live in the area. Because there's not a lot of black people in the area other than during term time.
Yeah.
But then the weirdest, like, interaction I've had is when I had my hair out. Like, I took out my braids and I had my hair out in, like, an afro.
Yeah.
I had to go to a supervision. And I was thinking, like, I can't bother to put it in a bun. Let me just go to supervision. In my college, everyone in my course is international except for me. And they saw me with my hair in an afro now. They've only ever seen me in like long twists.
Yeah.
And they see me and they start touching my hair like, oh my gosh, Olivia.
Oh, because are they East Asians?
You cut your, you
Yeah,
cut
they
your
do that.
hair.
Even when you go and visit their country, it's irritating.
They do
Like,
that
I just found
still.
it like,
It's weird. Because I'm
proper
not
weird.
I'm not an exhibition. Like
Yeah.
it's weird.
That's the weirdest like situation. And I've never had my hair out since because I just can't.
You just
bother
can't want to deal with that.
Yeah. But other than that, not too much to my face. I guess if they're doing it behind closed doors, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I don't think people are that brave to say stuff to my face.
One time, okay, so actually happened to me a couple times, and like the first time, matriculation. So matriculation is basically it's like a ceremony where you become part of Cambridge. Right?
Okay.
Become a Cambridge student. Like
Yeah, rituals, no.
I was
See,
gonna say
I wanted
they
to ask you
initiated.
guys about tradition and all that over there, but yeah.
white tag along.
Dapper.
Yes, but
Wait, read the question out. Sorry,
okay, the question is
people listen audio.
ask if there's any white tag alongs who want to be down with the brothers and sisters.
As in, what brothers and sisters?
Blackfoot.
Yeah, no, but yes, but there are people that grew up in London or grew up in
Okay.
so
Central Seas or Cambridge, and
but yeah, so matriculation is everyone wear the college gown, suited and booted. You go write your name in the book. Like it's got to have everyone that's been in that college and your name's
that's
there.
lit, you know.
You write your signature there.
If that ever gets lost, they're done.
I had a joke like, if I heard someone say that if like the people that in the other side of the book saw my name in there, like Toluwanimi in there, they'd be fuming. But,
That's true. 'cause
Wait,
if
who
you-
said that to you? Like a black
it-
person?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, who was a white person that
black
is.
person said that to Ebo said that to me.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true, yeah. Imagine if the first Cambridge students, they would never have seen, they never thought they'd see the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we were waiting in line, the librarian has walked past and there's obviously the three brothers in my college were chilling together. Yeah. And she looked at us, she's like, you guys look like trouble. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I was thinking like,
Why is she about to just sign?
we're waiting in line.
She's the
Can you
librarian.
imagine?
Yeah.
I would have asked her, did you go here?
You know?
I'm
Did
like,
you go here?
Exactly.
That's weird.
it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you talked about hair, I remember
Oh my gosh.
when I first, because obviously like, when I was here last, I had a taper afro in it, so I started cornrowing my hair, and then I get different styles, but then they'd be like my supervisor would be like, come with something new again. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't white people just white people? Why can't you just see things and just be quiet?
This just conversation about my hair happened a couple of times. Like when I was getting, obviously as a medical student, you have to get vaccinations and stuff like that. So I'm getting my blood tested, innit? Yeah, and then she's taking my blood. She's like, and at that time I just started locking up, getting locks, and then she's like, oh, you guys can do so many different styles.
Yes, and you can't, man. Take the blood.
I was like, yeah.
A similar situation happened. We were at Fitzwilliam College, one of my friends' colleges, and then it was late because we were watching. We had a little movie night going on.
Yeah.
So we're leaving now because one of the porters have come. Porters are like,
The security guys, isn't it?
yeah, for the college. So they came and said, guys, like this room's closed now. So we're leaving. It's all black girls, but we all had different hairstyles. Like one person had twists, one person had locks, one person had like their hair in a bun. Everyone had a different hairstyle. And then we're just standing there waiting for one of our friends because she went to the bathroom. And then the porter was like to us, wow, you lot all have the same hairstyle. You all have the same hairstyle. And we just looked at each other like...
You mean we all have the same skin colour? But you mean we're all from the same race?
And then we just started laughing because someone had locks, twists, braid. So
they don't know. You're just the same person to them.
I can't see it still. They didn't even know you get a haircut.
And then my friend was like, no, we don't. And he was like, yeah, you do. Like,
double down.
How can you double down on what's on our heads? How have you guys found it though, being back home? I think that's another thing. When you're independent and you got your own space and blah, blah, and then now you come back to your parents' home. What's that transition like?
I don't think it's that bad for me, not gonna lie. Because I'm working, so like...
Is this like placement?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mom's quite, she understands like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
She's quite understanding. So everything's been fine on my part.
I admit, I like being independent. I like my space. That's one thing I realised. Like, when I first came back the first holiday, it's like certain things that I would do in uni, like sometimes I'll just be, if I do have lecture the next day, it's 3 a.m, I just go for a walk, like, I just...
Can we go for a walk in London?
Impossible, like, my mum can't even, nothing can happen at 3
I was about to cuss you.
Nothing can happen at 3 a.m, or even stuff like, if I don't do anything in...
That's brave to go for a walk at 3
in Cambridge.
I could never.
But you're a woman though.
Yeah, I could never.
Like women have to, unfortunately, like we have to, things are different for us. I wish I could go on a walk at 3 o'clock in the morning. I run home at 10 p.m. So
as soon as
when I'm at uni, drop me and make sure I get into my house before you drive off, please.
Cambridge at that time, is you see the most the funniest stuff.
Yeah,
I find it scary.
Go watch funny things on YouTube. Don't be outside.
Because Cambridge is so quiet. It gives like, I don't know, it sounds bad, but it gives like serial killer town type vibes. Like someone could get kidnapped there and you will never know.
You wouldn't know.
And that's the vibes that Cambridge gives me.
What funny stuff do you see at 3 a.m. in the morning?
Like, I don't know, just drunk people, come back from club. Like,
that's always scary. I saw a guy nearly get killed, like that. He was drunk. I was coming from the library. Child garden and that. And he was on his own and he was walking because in Kent, in Canterbury, there's so many, like, it's just hills. And he was coming down Tyler Hill. Tyler Hill. And anyways, he was coming down and there was a car, and the cars speed down there, especially at that time, because it's dark, whatever, they just speed down. And when I tell you, the car was speeding down and he nearly like fell into the road. It was wild. My friend and I had to drop him home and also, and he was inviting us in for chicken nuggets. I said, listen, Harry, go to bed. You nearly died. Go to bed. It's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like just different things that my parents, they want you to do everything in their time, innit?
Yeah.
So, and that was an adjustment. Like in uni, I'll do everything like
when it's convenient for you.
Yeah. Or when I've planned, like if I've planned out something to do, I'll do it.
Your parents don't care about your plan.
They don't care about your plan. So that's the adjustment. That's like obviously it's a constant like tug of war.
Yeah, it is.
But
it gets better though.
The more time you spend.
Yeah.
But that first like after living 8 weeks alone, then you just like get home. It's definitely.
I feel like they struggle because at first like they still feel like you're still who you were, your A levels, and you're still this child they have to do this for and whatever else. But then as you go on with your like uni journey, it's not even a thing. Do you have younger siblings?
Yeah.
Oh, see, it's gonna be easier. Is it girl guy?
Guy.
Yeah, it's gonna be easier for him when he comes home after his first time of uni than it was for you.
Yeah,
Because my sisters, I got a piercing. My mum was, oh my gosh, I was doing the absolute most. When I got my smiley done, she's like, "Oh, can you just please make sure that's the last one?" Because my sisters, when first term of uni, they were getting piercings. Not a thing was said about it. Not a thing.
And I was getting cooked for my hair. Oh, my mum got into.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a whole other
What did
thing.
she say? You look like a girl?
Yeah, she did still. And she was saying, when I first said I was gonna get looks, she's saying, "Oh, the like."
You're Dabi Naira Marley. She was saying.
Buffer
I
bar.
remember that's so predictable.
Nah, yeah, definitely.
That's so funny because they still associate. It's sad though because even back home as well, they still associate. And the whole NSARS thing is that like if you got certain aesthetics, you see how people do the starter packs here. Basically, they say at home if you got an iPhone, if you got locks or like twist out and whatnot, and you dress cool, say you got like ripped jeans or something, they assume that you're a Yahoo boy, which is basically you do fraud, and they just want to arrest you. So that part of and that's part of the whole NSARS situation because it's that discrimination of young people constantly just by their appearance.
Yeah.
These times, there could be anything, and it's a whole thing.
So y'all are ready for year 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Y'all know what to expect now?
Yeah, like you're gonna learn from the things that you know first year. You have to, because it goes quicker. That's the crazy thing about uni. Like year 2 and year 3 goes quicker. Year 3 is the quickest.
For real.
Yeah.
You blink and you're graduating ceremony.
Life just gets quicker when you
Boy, boy.
Damn.
Are you doing placements as well?
Now I'm working. But I'm just gonna start work next week.
As in your normal job or
No,
like
normal job,
medical job as well?
Normal job.
Okay.
Most of the like medical or like clinical placements, they're all like second years.
Oh, is it okay? But then do they help you guys with finding stuff like that though?
Yeah, you can ask in your college. There's help. You can get help from anywhere.
I know a black doctor, so if you need help with that, let me know. She's sick. When I have issues, I don't to my GP. She's the one who saved me that time. I nearly died. That girl gave me an allergic reaction. She was the one who was like, "No, go to the doctors and tell them to give you this, because your throat is closed and you could die." So yeah, so she's really like she's amazing. So let me know.
Yeah, I love her details, please.
Yeah, that's sick, man. This is wonderful. I'm so proud of you guys. But you guys have got this, man.
100%.
And when did you guys go back? October, September?
October, like the 8th.
Oh, okay. Are you guys gonna stay to then, or are you gonna go before?
It's late.
Oh, also, are you guys gonna move out the second year? Do they do that in Cambridge, or do you just stay in campus?
Stay in camp.
All the way till you
different-
graduate?
different accommodations.
Oh, okay. Is it nicer though?
My one, because my accommodation this year is good.
Okay.
The only thing is the kitchen was dead, but next year my kitchen is better.
have it all.
But I have less.
That's good.
I have less space. 'Cause this year, to be fair, this year I had 2 rooms basically.
Okay.
So, but next year's only 1 room. So my accommodation is better next year. To be fair.
Or just smaller space. And what about you?
Mine's better. I mean, in second year, my college, not a lot of people have ensuite, and I have ensuite,
Oh,
so
good.
that's a plus for me.
That's
Like,
girl, that's the
it's
best
like-
thing.
Nah, I had to get en suite. The first accommodation they got me, it wasn't en suite.
Oh.
Yes, I sent bare emails.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna tell people. They shed a lot of hair. It's scary. Like, how do you have any left on your head? It's very scary.
Y'all bucked any upper class blacks in Cambridge?
Oh,
Yeah.
How are they? What's the experience like with them?
you need to keep in touch with them, you know.
Yeah.
You keep
Wait, you mean
network.
like upper class and like posh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's cool. It's like interacting with everyone else.
Okay.
But
Everyone
I
else
think there's
likes-
less
likes-
in common though, in terms of
That's the one.
like how you've grown up,
yeah.
because like
So that's the one.
That's what I'm looking for, yeah.
So
no, it's
annoying.
true. There is less in common in terms of how you've grown up, because I don't know. Just think about what you grew up, like where you grew up. They
And where
didn't
they
grow up
grew,
like
yeah.
that. Like I don't know. Let's say their parents are like doing these big things, and their parents are flying them out here, there, and like they have a different lifestyle to you.
Do they other you?
Sorry.
Do they other you?
Do you know what? You know what I found like we other them.
You think?
Like I can name let's not name, but I know examples of people that they grew up in not even that they didn't grow up in London, they grew up in like around more white people, and then sort of it's hard for them to connect with us.
Yeah.
Is there,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
like, and also, like, from what you said about growing up differently, like, you see some black people, like, some odd hairstyles, like, it's like relaxing their hair.
Yep.
So,
It's like one day a French boy.
yeah. So, I feel like, I definitely feel like we other them sometimes, which I don't agree with. Like, there was someone, one of the boys that goes to my college, actually.
Yeah.
Basically, he grew up in Manchester, but he didn't grow up in Manchester. He grew up outside Manchester, and in his like town, he's like the only black family in it. So there was one time in the GC, he must have said something, but everyone's clocked that he's not used to interacting with black people. So then they've othered him, and then he don't really like coming to ACS events.
Oh, because he feels like he stands out. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. So there's definitely a situation like that.
So you befriended him and
Yes, my guy, man. So
Big him up.
yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like that can be tricky for people that like black people who haven't grown up in predominantly black areas.
Yeah.
That is a struggle that they have to kind of deal with, and it can be tricky.
And this is what I've said on the show. Like, it's one of those things that I think
Sad,
it's
actually.
going to become a bit more common when our generation start doing better, a lot better than our parents. We start moving out, putting our kids.
People
into
really
better
having those
schools.
conversations.
That's what I'm saying
Yeah,
to
that's
you.
how we've all got to live together with our friends.
Yeah.
So find an area, we'll move there. And our friends grow up together, or our kids grow up together. Oh.
But I also think like the way they find it easier to interact with white people is how we might find it harder.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I learned about myself is that I'm someone that talks to everyone. That's something I've definitely learned about myself this year, that I have the ability to talk to anyone and everyone. So it hasn't been that big a deal.
That's good.
Exactly.
I feel like I can talk to everyone, but about maintaining the relationship,
Girl,
it's a different story.
that's the
Like,
work.
I have white friends, but like the activities we'll do together is limited because of like the way I grew up and stuff like that. Like, I could definitely have a conversation with people that didn't grow up in the same way I did, but maintaining that.
Also, I don't like chilling too long because you end up having to become a different person to fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
so you
then-
don't feel like you're being yourself.
Exactly. So then
It's like you have
I
to
just feel like I'm forcing.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true, I can't lie.
Just
But-
forcing it.
Yeah, but I feel like in my college, there's a mix of like, obviously the 3 black boys, and then we chill the white boys as well. And it's cool, like, they're fun. Your club, obviously, they move different. Like, even the way they move to girls is different. Yeah.
doctor. So what you talking about, man?
I remember Freshers Week, it was funny, like, how they interact with girls, at the club is mental, innit? Yeah, like, I've never seen people lip sync in a club like that.
What?
Like, I even clocked the move, innit? Do what they do. They were like, oh, say they're dancing, see a girl they're dancing. They'll grab her hand, spin her, The girl will spin them. Next thing you know, they're
You
lips.
got spin too?
Spin that. That's
That's
what
your
they do.
reverse spin.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then next thing you know, they're lip
They're
sync
just out of nowhere.
in the middle of the club.
middle of the
Because
club.
they're
These white
busy.
people, sorry.
Yeah.
And
Bro, what did you say?
They're busy.
it's fair. You're in fleek. Mad. I didn't see you.
What black people are doing as well. Doing the spinneroo.
Wedding room, innit?
Huh?
Wedding room, innit?
I don't think I could ever spin a man.
She's picturing this.
I couldn't spin a man.
That's what they
What
do,
are you
man.
spinning?
And obviously, the way, like, see, our friendship group in my college, it's like split evenly. So
Yeah.
the 3 black boys and then the white lads, and then you see how they interact with other people, and how we interact. It's so funny. But I feel like that's why we get along better. If that makes sense.
Do you know what's so interesting about the lads as well? Like the lads is see how you will see like they will see black women like call them thugs and stuff. That's the white equivalent.
Lads.
The lads, I studied in sociology. It's very interesting. Where like, there's that whole stereotype that they're basically antisocial characters in society. So funny. Aw.
Fair.
Oh, guys.
I want to ask one last question, yeah. In terms of like the institution, yeah, because obviously you guys would have been made aware of what Cambridge is, you know what I'm saying, like for centuries, yeah. Do they make you study certain things? Do you see the legacy of certain people who've contributed like to society in crazy ways? Like, is that part of the tradition and the culture there? Or is it literally just go in there and
find out yourself?
Yeah.
Do you mean in terms of the subjects we're studying? Or
Yeah,
do you mean
yeah.
Like people that have contributed to like economics, for example?
Yeah, that attended Cambridge.
Ooh,
That'd
that'd be sick.
I found out that there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
So like in lectures, like the lecturer, he's the one that discovered this.
This is it,
in
yeah.
medicine, or my supervisor is the one that has discovered this. Has written a book on this. So there's a lot of them. Or like there wasn't even one of them. Like his dad was like had some role in X-rays. So or not X-rays, in PET scans. So it's I don't know. It's there's a lot of them. There's a lot like that.
But econ, some of the people we learn about, they went to Cambridge. They're not still at Cambridge, like they're old now. But a lot of stuff we learn is people who have gone to Cambridge that have done it. Like my history paper, the lecturer, he basically made the course. My politics paper, sorry. The lecturer, it's his book that we're studying for politics.
Okay.
And like he's our supervisor as well for everyone. So all the knowledge is literally his whole life work. So yeah, it's quite common for the subject.
The exams that you sit, isn't it the same across all the other universities?
Or for their degree.
Yeah.
I would say no.
For medicine,
It's gonna be the same.
I mean,
It's not going to be the same?
no.
So, interesting.
I mean,
Because I feel like,
It's not like GCSEs.
yeah,
where
but
you
does everyone study the same material though?
To
They're
an
not?
extent, yes. For econ, yeah. Like
Okay.
for example, Warwick, they do the same textbook as us for micro, but like when I was looking at the exam papers, it's easy. Like
no, it's
It's-
easier.
Is it easy because you're not there?
No, it's
Because
No.
are the students there finding it easy?
I don't know. It depends
I
on
don't
how
know.
they're taught, innit?
That's true.
like what level.
That's the thing.
I don't know, but
But-
I'm looking at their papers and
Cambridge
like,
we're talking about.
compare like the way Cambridge give us supervisions, right? Our supervisions are basically exam style questions. So if you look at the supervision we get from the start of term, that's harder than their exam for the same paper, and they're doing that at the end of term. Like I just feel like we're doing the same content, but the way you can ask a question
It's
to
different.
incorporate problem solving is way more advanced in Cambridge than it is.
I would say for medicine as well. I mean, medicine, you have your second MB exams. So there's exams that every medical school. I think it's not the same paper, but it's the same like certification you have to have.
Okay.
Yeah. So then that's that. But then I would say the other exams, they're harder, and I was talking about it with someone else here. It's peak because like every medical school, everyone's gonna be a doctor, yeah. But because of how much harder it is in Cambridge or Oxford compared to other medical schools, yeah. If you don't do well and you get kicked out, because if you get kicked out of medical in the UK, you're not allowed to go to any other medical school in the UK. So if you get kicked out,
You can't be trusted.
yes. But if you get kicked out of like Cambridge, but if you went to I don't know Leeds,
But they'd be happy to take you.
you would have done way better in the exams. But you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you still can't. So in the UK, regardless of whether you went to Oxford or Cambridge, you still can't.
If you leave, even if you leave, not just get kicked out. Even if you leave any medical school, you're not allowed to join any other medical school in the UK.
Even if you go to Oxford or Cambridge, and even though it's harder than other places.
Yeah, you're not allowed. So.
Isn't it Rishi Sunak? Wasn't Rishi Sunak crying about winning doctors and stuff? Shout out to him.
It's like you have one chance and
Yeah.
Can you
that's
imagine?
it. It's the same with
That's a lot of
Cambridge. Though, like
pressure.
you can't reapply if you get kicked out to Cambridge.
Yeah.
That's
But
why
this is-
all of the degrees are weighted differently
Yeah.
based on the
Exactly.
university you
be.
come from. Because if
Yep.
what you're saying is true, which I believe it is, no need to.
Why'd you say if then?
Because I haven't studied at
'Cause it's
Cambridge in
inside you
time, to
to
be
say
honest. So
such.
I don't know if it's changed over the years. It means that y'all are so far advanced
Yep.
from the rest of the universities, even though you come out with a doctorate from I don't know, Warwick or whatever. It can't be the same as from Cambridge because y'all know more information.
I expect you just to come out of Cambridge and make the highest salary as a starting.
I was talking to people at work, and they were like, the reason why they value, like, let's say a Cambridge degree or even like any Russell group over like a non-Russell group uni is because if you look at not just the degree that someone's studying, but the environment that they put under to get that degree. Like, for example, in Cambridge, we were talking about how stressful exam term is. You know how much resilience that shows? Like, a lot of people put into that situation where you don't know any content, but you're forced to learn this content. Or you have to get stuff done. Like, that shows a lot of qualities
And discipline,
that go into other universities. You just won't have that. Like, you could probably learn the whole course the day before and still do all right. So it's like, that's why they were saying as employers, they look for people from high, because it comes with a lot of other skills.
That's lit.
This is why I big you guys up so much, man. Because
Because it's serious business you guys are doing over there.
The best university in the world, pretty much.
That's
top
amazing.
5. Easy.
Top 5.
You know what I'm saying? So,
have you felt yourself becoming a little, like, classy or black so far?
Yeah, I was going to say,
because when you're finished.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a whole thing online recently about Cambridge students making it their main character. I'll be real with you. If I went to Cambridge...
I'm telling you.
I'm a Cambridge shade queen. Like, I'm Cambridge everything. Everything.
Let them give me an honorary degree.
Listen.
Hey.
Oh, I'd be a problem and a menace in society. So, like, do you feel like you guys are like that as well?
When you get back to these ends, you're looking at the black line.
You know, you're like,
I do that now.
So you do that. You went to Russell, wasn't it? We went to Queen's.
I went to Queen Mary.
Queen Mary, yeah. That's a Russell group, innit?
I have no idea.
It is. Look at you, you're ridiculous. No, it is. My brother went there.
Yeah.
But no, I don't.
Yeah, but this is 1 year in. You said you played it wrong this year, so.
Wait till year 2 and then come back.
It hasn't hit you yet.
Then this time next year, they might not want to come back. They're like, what uni did you not go to that room?
Nah. I'm the same, man. I'm the same.
Found any of your friends switching up yet?
And any of your friends acting brand new? Your friends acting brand new?
Already?
Can you imagine?
Not my friends, yeah, but okay, like, if I met someone, yeah, start of the, like, freshers week, innit? Black guy. And the way he's brought up, yeah, he's like, his parents are very strict, so he's inside a lot.
Okay.
He hasn't really gone out, so he's come to uni and
living it up.
You know what I'm saying? So at first, like, the first moment we went to, he's asking us, like, should you wear this? Should I wear this?
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. But then there was one time I'm walking to Sainsbury's, and then I seen this guy. He has a pint in his hand, like, outside, and he's shouting, "Yo, nimmy!" I'm saying, and he's like, I seen him with that. I'm saying, nah, they got you, bro.
Yeah. But then you seen the whites in his nose and stuff, innit?
Okay, Brent. Let's go from being like not knowing the lay of the land to be Tariq St. Patrick. But I hope you guys are like in check with like all your friends, so you guys can keep each other grounded and keep each other level. Like, do you get what I mean? Because I hate to say it, but it's the reality. It's different for you guys.
Keep them away from the drugs, man. Keep them away from the drugs. Once you start hanging around with them whites who they have that
they
for
take
breakfast.
Cocaine for
straight
allegedly.
Breakfast.
Listen,
they party differently.
like, do you know how mad it is? Just think like it's a tic tac. Like they just really just
differently. Yeah.
People love drugs. It's
I think one time I went to King's, yeah. And King's our year.
Yeah.
For our year, King's is like the party college, innit?
Okay.
So
it's DLT of Cambridge.
Yeah, so I was there. I was in the kitchen, innit? And then I was going to the stairs, yeah. And then some girl just spitting down the stairs, yeah. Like, she's spitting down the stairs. I'm saying, and then someone says, "Oh, sorry, she's
spitting or speeding."
Spitting.
Saliva.
Like, she's spitting down the stairs, yeah. And then some of her friends like, "Sorry, she took cat."
Oh, man.
Is that a low level drug?
No, that's false tranquilizer.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I thought it was okay.
Nah, so yeah, it's a lot of that, but Yeah, man.
Each to their own.
Each to their own, and it's not you guys' own, okay?
And they've got the best potential doctors around them anyway.
Can you imagine?
You guys will
Those are the
help.
kind of doctors you go and they tell you. Some girl was talking about she was told her doctor, she tweeted about that she has really bad stomach pain, blah, blah, blah. And the doctor told her to, she's like, oh, you're in your period? She goes, no. Are you this? She said, no. She's like, okay, just go home and have some toast. And she said, what? And someone was like, yeah, but did you have toast? She's like, yeah, I did have toast, but that's not the point. Oh, that's crazy. No, but no, we're proud of you guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have got
100%,
this.
man.
Second year, third year, it's going to be, are you doing 3-year degrees?
I'm doing 6 years.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I get 2 degrees.
Sick.
So in my third year, I get to.
Oh, you're going to be, it's going to be just 6 years?
Yeah.
Oh, babes.
So in my third year, I get to do a different degree.
Okay.
So I can do. But the only ones I can't do is engineering, computer science, and economics.
Oh, wait, I thought it had to be a medical degree.
No, I can do anything. I can do.
Why? But then you do want to be, if you want to do
You just get a second degree, like.
but you have to do 6 years.
Yeah, because more time, medical degree is 5 years.
Okay.
But other unis do intercalation as well, but it'll be optional for them. But Oxford and Cambridge is
Compulsory.
compulsory.
So the 5 years medical degree, they do it in 3 years.
No, so it'd be 2 years preclinical, and then after my third year, the 4th, 5th, and 6th year is clinical.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to have 1 graduation or 2 graduations?
2.
Okay, so you do graduation, like when Olivia's doing a
graduates with
graduation.
us, yeah.
Okay, then you do,
Yeah.
you carry, you stay on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. And then yours is 3 years. And then tell me what you both are studying again, in case.
Economics.
Medicine.
Nice.
The best of the best.
And I know, I'm
You know
I'm
what
just
I'm
so
saying?
proud of y'all. I was so happy you guys are here. I would have left my sabbatical if I heard you guys are, coming today. I was so happy it was a great day. It's perfect. Oh, guys, well done, man. Honestly, well done.
Thank you.
All right, what would you do next?
Headlines.
Good, let's get into headlines.
All right, people. So our last set of headlines. This one's a trigger warning for the animal lovers out there. So dozens of whales have died in one of the largest mass strandings in Britain in recent times, with experts striving to save the few survivors. So at least 65 long-finned pilot whales died after 77 were washed ashore on an island off the north coast of Scotland. This is what a rescue charity said on Thursday, warning that many of them will not survive. So the BDMLR, which is the British Divers Marine Life Rescue, said it had been alerted to the horrible and hugely emotional strandings of up to 100 animals just before 11 a.m., sending medics to Tresness Beach on Sunday. Basically that's the extent of it. Next headline, this is about Supacell. Have you guys seen Supacell?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I haven't seen it.
You have seen it?
No, I haven't. No,
Oh,
but big up
okay.
Rapman though. I heard he's breaking records.
It's good, man.
Well, the creator of the hit Netflix show about a group of black South Londoners with superpowers triggered by sickle cell anemia says that he hopes that success can kickstart a discussion about the condition in the UK and remove the stigma associated with it. So the hit show Supacell is now at number 1 in Netflix global top 10 with more than 18 million views in its first few weeks on the platform.
Amazing.
The show has been praised for subtly interspersing real life issues that affect black Britons, from the casual racism that black females face in reality TV to bias in the health system as well. But the biggest real life undercurrent is the fantastical world of Supacell, is the inclusion of sickle cell anemia in its storyline. So its creator, Rapman, who's the director behind Blue Story, wants it to become a launchpad for the condition, which affects 17,000 in the UK and can be deadly. And he wants it obviously to be better understood. So he was speaking, he said, I wanted to raise awareness and make people who've got sickle cell feel seen and heard. I'm getting messages from young people and parents about how they feel so seen. And before they wouldn't talk about it with their friends, and now they're interested in talking about it. John James, who's the CEO of the Sickle Cell Society, welcomed the success of Supacell and said that his organization has seen around a 20% increase in inquiries since this year.
It's wonderful.
And the last headline takes us to Uganda. Big up the Ugandans, where a 24-year-old Ugandan man, however, has been sentenced to 6 years in prison, man, for using TikTok to spread hate speech and false information against the president.
Yeah, but is the president a fool? If the president is dumb, free him.
Yeah, there you go. He probably has a lot of valid things.
What's
to
his
say,
name, man?
innit?
Free him, man. This is our order.
His name is Edward Awemba, and he ran the account Save Media Uganda. That's the name of the account, Save Media Uganda, and he was arrested for posting a video insulting the president, his wife, and his son.
Yeah, man.
That's
Free
no
Edward.
Free speech. Like,
It's free speech, exactly.
Yeah, mad.
come on now.
Free Edward.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. Kampala Metropolitan Deputy Police Spokesperson Mr. Luke, stated that Weber shared videos mocking the president between February and March. It's just, I guess, man had a short series basically. The sentencing is part of a broader campaign by security agencies against people using social media to insult senior government officials. So yeah, he's apparently one of several content creators jailed under the Computer Misuse Act of 2022 for spreading malicious information and hate speech. So yeah, that's it for the headlines, guys. It's time to pay them bills.
All right, let's get into the reaction.
All right, people, welcome to the reaction. There isn't going to be much to talk about, to be fair. But I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be aware of the fact that on Sunday, we mentioned it already, England are in the finals of the Euros, and they're going to be up against Spain.
I might actually watch that.
The whole nation will be watching. Yeah. You have to join.
I don't like. Also, there's a whole thing with like. I just saw this tweet actually, and it was like it's one of the newspaper articles and whatnot, and it's got Saka when he missed the penalty last time, and then it's got him obviously when they've won now, and so they're trying to like, and the guy was like they're trying to do like a redemption type story. No, that's not what it is. That man don't owe nobody nothing. Also, big up our lovely wife, beautiful as ever, lovely wag. She's been wagged back. Tara Beckham could never. Wonderful. But yeah, I just think it's wild. But I'm gonna watch it. I hope they win, man, so they can finally shout. And I can get bank holiday if that's still on the cards. If it's not that, I couldn't get less.
I wanted to show you guys, I can't find it, a clip of one of our uncles praying for Saka when he was taking the penalty.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
He's a serious prayer warrior. I'll try and find it after. But yeah, England are going to be playing Spain, man. All the best to them. See what happens. And hopefully if they do win, we get a bank holiday. And the last thing I was going to mention is just for the boxing fans out there, Jaron Ennis is going to be fighting David Avanesyan on Sunday. No, sorry, tomorrow. Basically, both of them are champions. Avanesyan's a WBA champion, a 147 champion, and IBF champion is Ennis. Ennis is obviously one of the best boxers out there at the moment. He hasn't fought the best competition, but he's basically one of the guys that everyone is pretty much rating as, the future. And yeah, long story short, he's looking to become the undisputed welterweight champion. He wants to unify and do what he does best. But that's pretty much it for the reaction, guys.
Can you remember seeing the backlash over this clip? Oh, have you seen this clip, Emmanuel?
I don't think so.
So this is
Nunez.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard they were attacking his family.
Yeah, I mean it's not just him in that climbed up to the stands. It was a few of the Uruguay team also. You could see them in the red bibs.
The players?
Yeah, they're scrapping
yeah.
fans.
Oh,
So
wow.
their families were kind of sat in those particular seats.
Yeah.
And the Colombian fans were attacking them. So some of the players climbed up there to defend their
fair.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they going to be suspended and stuff?
I don't know yet. It's
I hope not.
developing, isn't it?
I hope
Why
not.
were they attacking the families?
Who was winning?
Fans means like.
How do you mean?
Fans
Did it have to do with anyone winning? Did it have to do with Uruguay winning?
So the yellow, the one is in yellow, they won the game.
And they're Colombians?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you win, why are you now attacking people's families? Can you just take the win and go home?
Like,
Fans do this, man.
yeah, football fans are weird.
Yeah.
Well, the weird ones are weird.
I would have climbed up there too.
Listen. Suspend the whole team then.
Yeah, so my view is that they shouldn't get any corn from that, to be honest, because the security in the stadium should have
Clearly.
protected
Exactly. You weren't
the
doing your job.
football team's family. Probably.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh.
But they could have lost their lives climbing up there, you know?
Yeah.
A bottle to their neck.
Bro. That's
But,
true, actually. Yeah, they could have.
That's very, very
true.
brave.
That's very brave. Well, I guess fight or flight, innit? When you're family.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
Oh, quick thing, Brent. I put in the clip next to the England headline.
Okay.
As you can see the thingy.
Or the uncle praying.
Yeah.
Gosh, is it? Please tell me, don't African uncle.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It was so
Nah, it's funny.
I
It's
thought it was
funny.
not there.
It's funny still.
You will score. You will score. You will score, Saka. You will score. Father! You will Saka score in the name of Jesus. Score! Score! Score, Saka, in the name of Jesus. You will not miss. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
Is it anointing the TV?
Amen.
I said holy oil.
You will score. Father!
Imran does that thing that he did with his finger.
The oil.
What thing?
The anointing oil.
That thing.
The anointing.
Oh,
the
yeah,
crucifix.
Yeah.
You will Saka score in the name of Jesus. Score! Score! Score, Saka, in the name of Jesus. You will not miss. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
He anointed the ball quickly, you know.
Amen.
His own Nigerian parents.
Do
Like,
you think
they
as
love
well?
Saka. Like, my mom loves Saka.
No, I'll be honest, I love Saka. I feel like Saka
Yeah.
is like my little brother that I haven't met. Like, I just love the kid.
Yeah.
Protect him at all costs.
For real, man.
A little nephew. Oh, that's sweet. Big up uncle, man. I couldn't see that though, my man. That's crazy. I couldn't see that. That's such an ick. All right, is that it for the reaction?
It is indeed.
Nice. Let's get into our outro, please.
But isn't that supposed to be what
Well.
we do?
Basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So how are you guys doing this now? Just to wrap up?
Yeah.
All right. So today, thank you for tuning. Do I thank them for tuning in, or is that not done?
Oh,
anymore?
you definitely.
All right. Thank you. I don't know how.
Definitely.
What's been going on here in the last month? Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that great stuff. And definitely follow us on our socials the day after TNB. But if you want to know what we talked about today we talked about Keir Starmer ending Whitehall clash.
All right, so
That's yesterday. Yeah, you're embarrassing me. I like to be embarrassed. My first day back, that's crazy. So, well, since you got your degree, you can do it.
all right, people. So today we spoke about Keir Starmer, yeah,
Oh, yes.
saying how Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah, Biden
is
was well
still
and alive and well.
in good form. We're also talking about the possibility of us getting our bank holiday if England wins the
If
Euros.
or when?
There you go. When
All right.
Saka for a hat trick. You know what I'm saying? And we also spoke about those animals. Well, the animal who did the whole Bushy attack,
Yep.
the triple murder. You know what I'm saying? Praying for the families, and also the manhunt for the guy who basically dropped 2 suitcases that were filled with human remains. And of course, we spoke about the guy in Uganda,
Free Edward.
Free Edward. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing some social commentary, criticizing the government. You know what I'm saying?
great.
But now it's in prison. And of course, big up Ratman and Supacell
Yes.
for excelling with raising awareness with Supacell.
Also, we did talk about Daryl Blake as well.
Mm-hmm.
And his feature in Stuff the British Stole.
Yes.
Season 2, episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to watch that, you have a private screening.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go on the Discord.
Yes. And of course, we had the best of the best in the building with us.
Absolutely. Our
You know what I'm saying?
favorite guys ever.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for coming as always. We
Thank you for
appreciate it.
having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys will be great. Second year will be great. It'll be a lot
Yes.
easier. I feel like you guys, by the grace of God, you guys will find it easier
Yeah.
and you'll be successful.
Stay away
Back
from the
here.
cat.
Stay away from what? Listen, stay from all of it. From the weed too, because weed be triggering
Why do you switch it to
schizophrenia
me?
and stuff. you unconscious bias. Weed be triggering schizophrenia and such. So stay away from that. But well done, you guys.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate you
100%.
coming down and just staying with us.
Also, I want to pose a question to the community.
Yes.
You guys know.
Oh, this is serious.
Yes, yeah.
Serious business. Pay attention.
So, guys, obviously, we're going to talk about it a bit more, probably on Monday.
Yeah.
But do you guys want Dr. Umar on the show? How much do you want Dr. Umar on the show?
How much do you want Dr. Umar on the show?
That would be funny.
That would be so funny.
And informative.
Yeah, but they're like content first. They're channeling Brent. But, yeah.
All right, cool. I think we have to band it together, guys.
Who you gonna put on the show
With
him?
Us.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
yeah, that's it.
And like,
What kind of question is that?
who's gonna be off that day? Who's not gonna be? You know what I'm saying?
Margs, man.
Mark's gonna be
But he's the United
Wait,
Clubs
no,
of Benetton
Brent,
for
don't
life.
answer. You answer too quick. What do you mean he's going to be
I'm
off?
saying, I don't know. I feel like
That's about forced annual leave
we need someone like, just like,
to go back and forth with him.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to hire help.
Yeah.
Because I'm on a new spiritual journey. I like peace. We're going to get Christy.
I want Chrissy to be there still.
Christy.
But Chrissy's gonna agree with everything he says.
Yeah.
She's just funny, man.
Margs won't though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he's a
But I
full-on
probably
girl.
wouldn't if you start saying some nonsense about, I don't know, you know what my triggers are? Women submitting, that's my trigger. That's a big trigger. So if he's going to be talking about Pan-Africanism and in the equation, women are submitting left, right, and centre, Dr. Umar, we've got some talk, sir. But,
Make you believer.
he can't.
Amen.
He submit to one man. Well,
It looks like the people want him, to be honest. I did a poll.
that's good.
And what is that? 48% say yes, they want him on. 47% say make it happen.
Okay.
Because he needs to shout at Margs. And 4% say no, I hate him.
Oh, who's 4%? Stand up.
I don't think they matter, to be honest.
And I want to know that.
polls are
Out
spoken.
of curiosity.
The polls are spoken.
Could be Christy's finger that
Hate is a
slipped.
strong word. Yeah, hate is a strong word.
Someone said, what's it called? Who is it? Where is it? D. She said you need loons. Dr. Umar and loons, yeah.
You
Wait
walk
a
out,
minute.
Dr. Umar and loons.
I might just get him on you there.
Oh my god.
I might,
After the bulk of the interview, yeah.
I might just get him
Can you
on
imagine?
because
Now loons got Dr. Umar saying everybody.
because he's actively in that pot,
Big up loons. Big up
swirling
loons.
around, proud as ever. That'd be a
Big
good one.
up loons, man.
Yeah.
Loons has become a correspondent overnight.
All right. Guess on Monday we can put a poll up and
Yeah.
see who you guys would want sat in
Is that in
the
that
mix. Yeah. Because we gotta make sure and get good use of him. That's if it is you guys want him, to be honest.
Yeah.
day? Yeah, man. I guess more details on Monday will follow anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone will be here so we can have a meeting, a live meeting about it. Well, yeah, man. You
We've got
guys,
two-
thank you. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, we've got two good guests, great guests coming next week as well.
Wonderful.
We'll let you guys know Monday. But of
Goodie.
course, make sure you tune in, man. Don't miss it.
Definitely. Don't miss it.
And finally, like I said before, we're going to be doing a social media ad campaign, and we would love to have as many of our listeners contributing as possible. It does not take long; it takes just a few seconds, and I want as many ethnicities, races, religions, creeds, ages involved. Anybody who loves TDA, anybody who's supporting what it is we're doing with TNB. Please email, IG message, text the TDA phone, whatever you need to do, get in contact with myself or any of the team before the end of Saturday, please, so you can take part. I've already got like 5 or 6 people already contacting me, which is great, but I need more. I would love as many as possible. But thank you very much for tuning in this week. Obviously, we got our babes Esther back, which is a fantastic
I am
thing.
back.
Thank you very much, you beautiful people, for coming in. See you same time next year.
Amen.
No cat.
No cat. No cat.
I don't want to see any weight loss. I don't want to see any weight loss. You don't need to behave. None of that. None of that.
You don't like that.
All right, from strength to strength, you too.
Amen. Amen.
Love you guys. All right, cool. Later. Have a nice weekend. Peace.
Peace.